Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word. Welcome to Zomboys, a podcast about civil rights. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah!
yeah. Oh, yeah!
My hair is different!
You
hair!
You are the Joker, the clown prince of podcasts. Because that's what I was watching the whole time. Bunch of fucking clowns. You know?
I've seen this twice.
I can't believe you scouted this for us. Like, I legit can't believe that.
It was given to me, for the record.
Yeah. Who's to blame? Did you want to name them?
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if they want to be called out.
Okay.
For fear of their
retribution.
safety.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
The retribution is an appropriate response to this. We're going to afflict you with this podcast. This is not going to be good. Yeah.
This is Zomboys, folks. That's Adam
Zomboys.
Ganzer.
Yeah.
I'm David Bell. This is probably the closest to an intro you'll get. I feel like we'll forget to do intros as we go.
Probably the closest to an organized thought we might put together. If I'm being honest.
We are watching Disney's 2018 Zombies, a musical / horror, as it's labeled.
It's labeled a musical
movies.
/ horror.
I mean, Google is doing that.
Okay,
so.
okay. I was like, that's the genre they said it is.
Yeah, let's see what IMDb calls it.
I'd like to know. I didn't know these existed until about a month ago when you exploded with lime soda all over me with this information.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
This is zombie horror, adventure, family, fantasy, horror, musical, romance.
That's correct. That's the correct genre because that's every genre.
Yeah.
Nothing's out of that. Nothing is excluded from that title. You know, it's all in there.
Yeah. 1 of 4. 1 of 4. Can you guess how? Just starting off. Can you guess how the sequels go?
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that this franchise doesn't care enough about world building that they would need to keep their world consistent, and I feel very safe with that. So I'm gonna guess they're adding shit. They're like every time they're adding a new ostracized people group is my guess.
You are correct.
Yeah, right. So what we're gonna do? Vampires, right? We're gonna do werewolves. Are we gonna do Frankensteins? Is it all gonna be Frankensteins?
You're so close.
Okay.
You're so close. You got 2 out of the 3.
Is it aliens? What else? No, really?
You nailed it. Yeah, not in the order you just said. Do you want me to reveal?
How could you? There's no reveal here because there's no surprise.
But the order.
Okay, the order
is
should be vampires
werewolves.
first.
Nope.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Werewolves.
Okay.
Vampires are last.
What?
Werewolves, aliens,
What?
then vampires. Yeah.
So aliens exist in this world before the emergence of vampires, who are clearly orchestrating this whole thing. There's no other explanation for it.
Yeah, and for the record, when you say in this world, spoilers, we really just mean Seabrook, the one town.
You and so we're either going to do 5 minutes on Seabrook, or this is going to be an hour of prefatory remarks about Seabrook.
Yeah.
Seabrook's impossible. Seabrook, what the fuck's going on there? We need to talk about it.
What it implies a lot of darkness about America.
Oh yeah.
'Cause so like
oh, yeah.
we open with this animation set to Mario 64 music.
Yep.
and it says that a lime soda factory explosion created zombies.
I'm sorry to correct you. It says a lime soda accident in a power factory.
Oh,
It's not a lime soda factory. I assumed that as well because I was
Okay.
like, how could it? I went back to watch to be very careful about
Okay,
this.
thank you.
Yeah, you also need to know the sign up top for Seabrook says clean energy lives here.
Oh, fuck.
That's the beginning. That's the first image of this show.
They're like that damn clean energy.
Clean energy
All right,
fucked us up. That's the
I get.
idea.
You know what they were thinking? They're like green energy. Get it? Green. Yeah. That's as far as it went.
Lives here. Clean energy lives here is the thing on the sign, and I already want the entire staff of this administration impeached. Get them all out.
Yes.
Get somebody else in there that knows how to write a sign.
Scandals.
This is out of control. Write a sentence. You
Yeah.
know?
And he's like, who would have thought that an accident involving lime soda would make zombies? And I'm like, I don't think it involved lime soda. That's my
I
take.
don't think so either.
Yeah, I think
don't.
maybe that's what they told your parents told you.
Yeah, this is
when
all
you
lie.
were 5.
This is all a
yeah.
lie. We know that because as they're sort of telling us about this perfect town, in which people only wear the colors of a gender reveal party, we're seeing these people like mowing their lawns and stuff, and the only image we get is a lawnmower killing some tulips, like really well planted,
Yes.
cultivated tulips. And I'm like, so this is a lie? Like, that's the only thing to take from it.
Well, yeah,
This
it's
is a
through
lie.
his like rose-colored glasses on like
Complete lie. None of this is true. None of it.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's something he's been told. So I have a question.
Thank
What
you.
do you think
Yep.
Seabrook is
Great.
in the context of America?
Great.
Is this a 28 days later situation
Could be.
where Seabrook is the only town like this?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this a Land of the Dead situation where Seabrook is the last town?
I have an alternate theory. And that alternate theory is that this is a Truman Show and these people are not zombies.
That is a very good theory.
And I'll tell you why I think this. They're not
Yeah.
First of all, they're not zombies. Get the hell out of here. Nobody tries to eat one brain. No, that never happens.
They eat
one time.
cauliflower brains.
I got to talk about it. We're getting ahead.
I know.
I can't talk. It's like, no, they're not zombies because they don't eat people. They don't. Okay? I'm sorry. No, they don't. And
Also, they're super strong, which isn't a zombie trait.
they're super strong
zombies-
sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, when their Z-bands are, but like,
I would argue that's also not real, not clear, Dave. I'm willing to argue that that's not happening. I'm willing to argue with you. So like so that's the first element. They're not really zombies. The second element is everyone's monologuing to camera for no
Yeah.
reason. You know what I mean? Like they're doing these like self-explanation things. And I don't know who the actual protagonist is. Maybe we don't meet them. I suspect it's Bucky. I suspect he's the Truman.
Bucky,
You know what I mean?
that
Yeah.
is because he seems the most conflicted
Yes.
about the world in a way where he's like, this is fucking weird.
What do I do?
None of this
There's
makes
signs
sense.
of me. I'm good at cheering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's the Truman of this show.
Well, the world is built around cheering,
Yeah.
and which makes me think he was a kid
Yes.
who got into cheer, and they were
They're
like,
we
okay,
got to
that's
do this.
where our,
We're doing
yeah,
this.
that's our resources,
Yep.
like the Truman Show,
Yep.
where it's like, okay, everything is around this.
Yep. That's what I think happened because it really nothing else makes any sense.
I think it is less of a Truman Show and more of an experiment.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, let me hear it.
Like a government, like Seabrook it's the same difference, you know?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Where it's like, it's not for entertainment, but the government is testing things
Yeah.
on this town and on Bucky. And
they have
this
to
is
be.
like,
They have to be.
it's like a social experiment
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah. So like it has to be that way for many reasons that we're going to point out for the next 20 hours or however long this podcast goes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We have to. That's our job.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It sort of. So I guess we should state what the movie says happened.
Yeah, we have
Which is that like 50 years of bloodshed, I'm pretty sure. There's like there was an explosion and then zombies and they killed a lot of people. And started families and bred.
Yeah, they're very careful to explain that zombies can procreate. That's like the first thing we find out. They can procreate.
Right. And have other zombies.
Yeah.
And then they figured out how to stop the zombies, and it seems like what they did was they figured out how to convert zombies back to people. So there was probably an era of mourning, right? Where someone becomes sentient again and realizes, I killed my family. like there's had to have been that situation where they're like, I was a monster.
Yeah, these people are all related. That's the thing. It's not explored, but Seabrook, the zombies, and they're all related.
Confusing.
They're all family.
Yeah.
They have to be.
They have to be.
Right.
I don't think they're a group of stranger zombies that got together and said, "Well, let's pretend to
Let's
be a
live
family."
here. No.
I think this is generations
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
And so, time passed, and we get this slow, okay, we are allowing the zombies to exist, to live through probably there was
Yep.
a lot of political strife, but they have to wear these wristbands, these Z bands that keep them from being zombies, that keep them from going berserk.
Yeah, it soothes them, which allows them to do essentially fully human activities in every way.
Right.
Right?
And now we get we
Okay.
get a it's like Pleasantville. We get a segregated
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
between the zombies and the humans. And from where we're starting, the zombies for some reason have green hair and that's it. They're a little pale.
They're all pale. They look like the Joker. It can't have been an accident.
Yeah.
They
the
all look like
dad
the Joker.
looks like the Joker's
Yeah.
henchman.
Yes.
He's like, has a Brooklyn accent and shit, and he's like,
Yes.
hey, I'm a zombie. And it's like, you look like a thug that had to work for the Joker and was like, oh, I have to dye my hair green, I guess.
I feel like he
it's
tells
that.
his son, "Don't do this, or I'll tell the clown."
Yeah.
Like he's pretty close to just breaking the fourth wall entirely. Dave, what year is it? What year is it?
It could be any year.
Well, it
pick
can't
a
be
year.
any. So it can't be any year because the technology that predicated this accident 50 years before couldn't have existed before. Just looking at it, I don't know, 1985.
I think we have to accept that this isn't our reality. At best, it's a Dark City situation where
Okay.
this is like floating in space somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's the year 4000,
Yeah.
you know?
That's what it seems like to me. That makes
yeah.
sense to me. Because the power plant and the lawnmower and all the stuff that they lived like probably couldn't have all been together in one society before mid 80s, I don't think.
Yes, but this again, it seems like Seabrook is where the explosion happened too. Is it?
Yeah. I don't
So,
think this happened anywhere else in the world.
Right. That's why it really does feel like a Dark City Truman Show.
Yeah.
Where it's like no one ever says what's outside of Seabrook. No one ever asks that question.
That's right. There are other cheer teams, allegedly.
Yes, they come in.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
yes, but it doesn't feel like a vast world.
They have an internet, Dave. They refer to the internet. And I was like, that's a mistake. You shouldn't have written that in this movie. There's no way the
Yeah.
internet could exist here.
Yeah,
There's no
I think
fucking way.
They're not going to worry about it. I don't think they worried about much writing this movie. You mentioned that people characters talk at the camera,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
the only reason they do that, I think, and nothing against them, they're not trying to win a fucking Oscar here. But I think the writers were like, listen,
We gotta get
just
this
have
out.
them-
Yeah.
just have
Gotta
them
get it
say
out.
their motivations. It's fine.
They have some meeting scenes in this movie that are hilarious from a screenwriting point of view. Like just people
Yeah.
announcing their character wants as they introduce
Yeah.
themselves. It's very funny.
It's fine.
You know,
it's fine.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Which of the towns would you rather live in, Dave?
What do you mean? There's only like Zombieville.
Yeah. Which
or
one
Seabrook?
seems cooler to you?
Oh, Zombieville.
I think so.
100.
Yeah. There's
They're-
nothing
they're-
good
when-
about Seabrook.
No,
Crap.
their neighborhood is gorgeous, especially at night. It's like
It's
this
awesome.
art. It's like
Yeah.
this art installation, and it's awesome. That's on purpose, right? That's the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. It's like strolling through the arts district or something. It's like, this place looks rad.
Yeah.
Or
later, when it occurs to him to look like a human, although he does it with his Z band, which we'll talk about.
Dave, we got to talk about that.
Only one character in this movie goes, "What if I wore a wig?" And I'm like, why didn't the zombies think of that?
Everyone's wearing wigs. Are you kidding? Like,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Anyway, some of the people they
but-
didn't even bother to dye their hair that much.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like you
They're like,
didn't
I'm
really
not doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't really get any green in there, man. Yeah.
But like when he goes there and they have just only vanilla, which I know, like, all right, it's a satire.
Yeah.
There where like this movie knows it's silly. It knows it's being funny. Much like High School Musical was like, we're being funny. So yeah, but it makes it out that Seabrook is just the most fucking honky place in the world. It's just like everything is the same.
Yes.
It's all like, yeah. It's sort of like there's a commentary on like, what culture brings to a world. Like when the zombies get accepted, spoilers, people start dressing like them.
Yeah, of course. Yes. I wrote down the note about the ice cream scene. This is word for word what I wrote. It wasn't until the ice cream menu that I realized how boring human civilization is without diversity, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the movie Sinners. It's very similar to Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should get that up front. This movie is a civil rights movie. It is about civil rights in a very, I would say, like, as it goes on, spoilers, they start getting into not just race, but I think the point of this movie is to tell a very basic story of civil rights for kids. I think that's what they're aiming to do. And I think they succeed at that as far as they can with this metaphor. As a jaded adult, what they have to say is horrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't stand up to the logic or schooling of a person older than 12.
Right, which is okay. I think
it's okay too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this movie is putting bad things into the world.
No.
It's just that, for example, the zombies were violent. And it's in their nature.
Right.
Yeah. Violence is in their nature.
I mean, if
and
you
they have to be controlled.
Yeah, they are not able to live without this device and be in a civil society.
There is an implied violence
in
this aftermath. They have bunkers in the school.
Right. Yes, they
with
do.
With medical equipment. There's a hospital bed.
Yep.
So they feel like right now that the zombies could at any point kill them.
Do it again. Yes.
Yeah. And the thing is that it's heavily implied that without their wristbands, they would. Like that's what would happen.
Yeah, I think the execution of that idea is so badly done that I don't know what to take from the rage fugue state. I don't know what to take from that. But okay.
The zombies use their inherent violence to excel at sports. And it's like, Jesus
I know.
fucking Christ.
I know.
Look.
Oh my God.
This is two white guys talking about this movie.
I hate it, man.
But you can't not ignore these parallels that they drew themselves. And like some of that is so, for example, I would say that there were civil rights that accelerated because of sports, right? Like baseball integration, like that was one of the first ways that white people accepted black people in America.
Yes.
Is through sports.
Yes.
So I get what they're doing. It's that the initial offer of zombies as a metaphor.
It's a huge problem. Huge
is
problem.
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem. They're equating it with her hair color is another issue.
She's literally like, I know how you feel to the zombie.
No.
And references her beautiful white hair.
Yeah, her gem hair. Like she looks
her
like
anime hair.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I just.
We'll talk about her hair.
Her hair is amazing.
Incredible.
I needed to talk about it immediately. My goodness, the gem hair.
I can't fucking believe the hair. It's so good.
I couldn't get over it. I needed to pause and take a walk. That's why we had to start late, Dave. The hair really freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we should start where the movie actually begins and the animated sequence ends.
Yeah,
With-
Zed.
Yes, well, with the announcement that we're merging the high schools.
Yes.
We're merging the high schools. So, like, the zombies, who I guess had school before this, they kind of imply that, are going to go to school with the, what are we going to call them? Humans? Because that's what they call them, the humans.
Yeah.
Right? How did that happen?
The zombies, by the way, all have Z-related names.
Another infuriating thing. It's like, do you want to...
Eliza.
Yes. Zed,
Bonzo.
Zoe. Yeah.
Zed. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's Z's. Yeah.
I guess is that just a cultural thing?
I don't
Like
want to
within the
belittle
zombies?
it. I guess. I guess I don't know what is supposed to be funny and like a wink or what's supposed to be world building in this movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because another spoiler: zombies have a language. They got this explosion gave them a language. You know that people can learn and
Bonzo
study.
can't speak English.
With
Yeah,
alphabets.
Yeah.
Actually, he can speak English, a thing that we discover at one key
he does,
junction.
Yeah, the vandalism.
Yeah,
he speaks
he knows
English.
English.
You're right.
I'm like, so you're doing this on purpose. You
You're
know?
right. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to use their language.
Yeah, it totally changes everything about him.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
That
Anyway,
really does.
It does. Yeah.
He changes no zombies to no zombies.
To know zombies, yes. Which
Yeah.
is not the easiest English word to just infer. You know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
right.
Like, that's a real play on words situation. Well done. Yeah.
So we have Zed, our civil rights hero, who looks like Ross from Friends.
Yeah. Meets the
he-
Joker. Yes.
Yes. And he's going to try out for football. That's his
That's
big
what he
thing,
wants to
now
do.
that they're merging the school. We meet Addison, who is a non-zombie. And she's like, I'm just a normal teen except for my hair.
I'm so glad that they pointed out the wig because the wig was like, this is distracting.
Yeah.
I thought. But I was like, okay, it's a story point. I can live with that, I guess.
This poor actress has to wear layers upon layers of wigs.
Yeah,
it
double
seems
wigs.
like. Yeah.
In theory. So, Dave, I'm sorry. I do want you to answer this question I'm asking you, which is how did these schools get merged? What impetus was there to create this situation?
I imagine there were marches and lots of like civil rights efforts to integrate the schools,
Well,
to have non-segregated schools.
Addison's mom is the mayor.
Right, and nobody
she-
likes this.
She doesn't want it.
The principal doesn't like it.
Nobody wants it. The zombies don't want it either. I was
Yeah,
like,
you're
what,
right.
why is this happening? You know what I mean? Like, who wants
Oh,
it?
I know why. Because the government or the aliens overseeing all of
Yes,
this
that's correct.
did it.
Yes.
To see what would happen.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. The invisible hand shuffled the deck. And they're like, I guess
Yeah.
we got to do this now, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that seems like maybe like a ticky-tack point, but it's a huge story problem. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this doesn't need to happen. Nobody needs it to happen.
No,
At all.
they needed somebody championing this at the top.
Yeah.
Who is like, no, we're doing this.
And that doesn't exist at all.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Again, no one likes it.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, people turn on a dime. The principal just off screen is suddenly like, yeah, zombies are good. Like she's like, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. And then at one point the coach says, they're like us. And she goes, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, well, they can win a football game. And she's like, well, now we're on to some shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's as though the football game's generating revenue for them.
Right.
Like, these people are trading bottle caps for currency.
Right.
They don't give a shit about
No,
the Booster
football
Club.
is less funded than the fucking cheerleading
Yeah,
squad.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, the worst thing about the movie in terms of execution is the football. A thing I do want to talk about, Dave.
All right, that's fair. I won't know what you're talking about,
I know.
but that's fair.
I know. I just need you to know that when he won the game at the end, he did not. He did not win the game
Okay.
at the end, and that's
I
important.
will say that the MVP, the best person in this movie,
Okay.
is the coach.
Oh yes, I love
That
the coach.
actor took this turd and turned it into gold. He is so funny. He's so good. That
He is.
actor,
He is.
Jonathan Langdon.
My
is his
ex-wife
name.
loves the slacks. I need to get some slacks. I was
He's
like, that's
so
a good.
good.
bit. Yeah.
He's the guy in Trap. If you remember, if you saw Trap, he's the
didn't.
guy who sells the shirts. He's
Yeah.
in all of the trailer. He's
very
legitimately
good.
like, I'm like, let's make this man a fucking star.
Yeah.
He's so good
Yeah.
in this.
I could see many seasons of him coaching these losing teams.
Yes.
Like that could be a
That's
thing.
what the movie should have been about.
It's like, how do you coach this shitty squad? You know, what's going on with his life? I want to know all that. He's like,
Yes.
he wants to get back to the gym, which is the funniest thing in the world for a coach to want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You live in a gym. What are you talking about? But he doesn't do it. Oh, it's great.
Best part.
Yeah, really good.
So, okay. We have Addison, who I just want to note says, it would be cool. It would be odd in a cool way, but not here at Seabrook, she says about her hair. So she knows. Like, they know they're like, she's like, look at my beautiful white hair.
Right.
It's weird here. It's weird here. And because they know the audience is going to immediately be like,
Why is
so
that weird?
what?
Yeah, so what? Yes, exactly.
They're all their race is around hair, I guess.
I guess. Okay, I can accept that if that's why all the zombies have green hair, which, okay. Everybody knows that she has this hair. It's not a secret. Everyone knows. Like, who's the person that would disapprove of it that matters?
Right.
In this story. It's Bucky,
I don't
right?
want to I don't want to skip ahead to the reaction to her hair, but it made me laugh harder than anything has ever made me laugh.
I was really excited about it. I thought they didn't go far enough for joke purposes. Anyway, so just working out the logistics here.
Yeah.
If this hair is a problem for her, right, a social problem, who is the person who's most likely to enforce this social problem? It's Bucky, right?
Yeah, Bucky, her cousin lover.
But yeah,
is
exactly.
like,
cousin lover, that's
Yeah.
correct. Which, by the way, I think is the most interesting piece of lore that's dropped into this movie. Okay. So, like, he knows about it. He says something about it at her tryout.
he uses it. He uses it against him.
But he's also like, but he knows about it, so it's not really a scandal. You know?
Yeah, because she knows how he's her cousin lover, so it's like, okay, like she's only told like apparently a very few, like her parents don't know.
Her parents do know.
Like,
Her parents are the ones making her wear the wig.
No, because I've watched Zombies 3.
They retcon that?
I guess they retcon it.
No, because they said
there's-
that in this movie.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Maybe they do. They don't retcon it. Her hair becomes a plot point. I'll just say
thank God. Oh, so happy to hear that. That's not bumming me out. That's making me much happier.
Her,
you know?
she's special girl, and from what I hear about Zombies 2, every Zombies she's special girl. Her hair keeps coming up as like I'm special.
Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Great.
but like what we right now, yeah, you're right. It doesn't. I mean, again, it's twofold because it's like it does seem like the people who do know don't care, and then it's white hair.
Right.
It's white
like,
hair.
So, like,
It's
lots
fine.
of people pay money to get that hair.
Yes.
Because it's kind of cool, honestly.
Her horrifying secret is that she has cool hair.
Yeah, cool rock girl hair. Literally Jem's hair from the show
Yeah.
Gem.
Yeah.
You know?
So so there's all this race. They think the zombies will eat pets, so they're not allowed pets.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
eating the cats and dogs.
So where are all the pets? You know what I mean? Like, there are
Yeah.
no animals in this movie at all. None. Until
No,
the end.
I think the movie was like we don't need animals. We don't need to bring an animal into this.
We don't want to deal with that. That's the thing that breaks the whole enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had two notes that I just wanted to get through. I'm sorry. I know I'm slowing us down a little bit.
It's fine.
In the beginning, when we have this speech from Zed, he then works out. Right? Like at the end of his first speech, he does this workout.
Yeah, he does like zany workout.
It's
yeah.
zany, and what I wrote down was, so like, is he like, is this telling me he's actually not stable? Like, is he rage working out? Like, I wasn't sure what to take from it because they really leaned into it.
Yeah, he's not good at it at
Right.
football. I think they're establishing like if he was a human, he wouldn't be good at football.
Okay,
He has to like he's going to have to use his zombie abilities.
he just
to be good at
seemed really angry as he
Yeah.
was doing it, and it like actually made me confused about what was happening with his bracelet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think they're just doing funnies.
Me too. I think that's realistically, but now here I am trying to do a piece
Make
of
it make
content.
sense.
Yeah, like exactly. So like, what is
No,
happening?
I understand.
All right, so there's that. When he walks downstairs and we meet his family,
Yeah.
okay, his sweet sister, he performs this act as a dog so that she can have a pet, a thing that
she doesn't have a dog, so he's like, "I'm your dog.
I'm your
And
dog." Yeah.
Like I all right. I guess it's cute.
No, it
But
isn't.
it's weird. It's well, it's weird when he
No, it
does it
isn't.
later in front of
Yes,
Addison.
it is. I was
Yeah,
like,
and it's
that's
like,
not
don't
working.
do that.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
working. You
Yeah,
are
that's not
ruining this,
sexy.
bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you for setting that up for me, because that's where I was
Yep.
going. And then his dad serves him the following dish. Here's eggs with cauliflower-like brains, right? That's intended to evoke brains. And they eat this plus orange juice. Okay, so here's the concern I have, right? It's twofold.
Yes.
First of all, they don't like it. Nobody's like, this was a great meal, Pops. Right? It is, man, this tastes bad, but at least it reminds me of eating brains, a thing I like.
That is the question.
Right?
Because later we see collie brains being sold.
Yes.
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 And so I don't eat meat, right?
That's right.
And
So this
people who
doesn't
are
impact you.
vegetarians, well, people who are vegetarians will often become like became a vegetarian because I just didn't like meat very much. So whenever there's like, oh, good news, we've replicated meat,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's not really what I want.
Yeah.
But there are people who stopped eating meat
And they miss
even
it.
though they liked it and they miss it. And so like the implication here seems to be that, but it seems to be the dad more old school is like that, where the son is like, I don't need to feel like I'm eating brains, but eating cauliflower doesn't taste anything like brains.
A thing I like.
Yes. So like if someone was like, good news, vegetarian, I made this thing that looks like a drumstick, but it's actually broccoli inside. It's like, well, that you're not satisfying the right craving.
Yes, it's the opposite of what I wanted. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And so like, yeah, I just don't understand any reason to like cauliflower brains, where it's like, oh, do you just like the look of brains?
Yeah,
What
it's-
is it about brains that you like? Later, the Addison does the brains, and they're like, hey, that's fucking offensive.
You are awful. You are
Yeah.
awful. Get your gem hair out of here.
Yeah. So I don't know where they stand on brains either. I don't know based on what we see. It seems like they're like, it's an offensive stereotype that we like brains, but also we're selling
We really
fake
like it.
brains.
We really do like it. If I
Yeah.
was an inspector from Seabrook determining, are these people safe to bring into my society? This is Exhibit A that I would bring in the what about this category, right? What are we doing here? I thought you
because
didn't want
they're
this.
they're like rolling their eyes like they think we're going to eat pets, but we are eating fake brains constantly.
Right.
And again, they aren't they're symbolically brains, meaning that again, it's not like, oh, we're getting out our craving. It feels like it's them mocking humans
Yeah.
by being like, we're eating your brains, like it's that.
Is it-
because the
yeah, is
cauliflower
it a
is not a
troll?
good. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're doing it at home where no human's seeing it. So it's I also am like,
It's like a little power they have over them.
Yes.
Where it's like,
guess.
never forget, we do actually want to kill them all and eat them. Like it's the little reminder of like, oh yeah, we're not zombies anymore. We want to integrate, but don't forget the goal is to eat
Is
them.
brains. We're getting back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to brains. Like that's we're pushing
Back to
and we're
brains.
gonna keep pushing politically until we
Yes.
can get back
Till
to
finally it's brain
eating
o'clock.
their brains.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I found that very disturbing. It really shook up my whole watch. That
Yeah.
breakfast scene. I was really upset about it.
So you don't know what they want.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I felt very unnerved. Am I watching Predators here? I don't know. Anyway,
We go to school. We have the school. We have Bucky. He's Mel Sharpay, right? From High School Musical. He's our
yes,
Sharpay.
and I was immediately thrilled with him. I wish we'd had more of the stuff that he does that's excellent.
Yeah.
But they kind of toned him down, and I would say he wasn't in the movie enough.
Yeah, I
Right?
would argue he looks like he's part of the Fred Savage empire, but his name is Trevor Torchman. Probably
Okay.
fucked that up.
Okay.
He's doing a great. I'd say everybody's doing great for what this movie is.
Sure.
They're putting it out there.
Sure.
I'll just say this at the top of this. I think this is a better musical than High School Musical.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Way worse movie because the story is that like off its axis, but the songs and dancing far better.
The Welcome to Zombie Town, that should have been their opening.
That was fucking
Because I
awesome.
was like,
Yes.
that is incredible.
Yes, it was great. Really good.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we can break down each one later, but like overall, my note was like too much of it was just people in a room. And then they do the Zombie Town. And I was like, where was this energy for the opening? Where was this energy? Like the songs and dances are still better, but that was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's
like,
the star.
You fucking,
yeah.
yeah,
That's right. That's the one that is like the memorable track from this.
right.
The high
Bucky-
school has a locked, like a giant wall with segregated entrances, clear
Yes.
image being drawn there.
They split the high school in half, which I don't think is how the segregation, like how it worked, but
No.
maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't think so. So like what we learn
They
is
do like the sitcom thing where they're
Yes.
like, we're drawing a line
Yes.
between the high school. Yeah.
Yes. So what's weird about it is it seems pretty clear they're trying to keep the zombies away from the humans because it's not safe. And I'm like, well, then why would you build the entrances in the same spot? You know,
Yeah.
like why are we even doing all we're working at cross purposes all the time here.
I guess it's like introducing two cats where you want them to smell each other and kind of
Get
interact.
used to it. Yeah.
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 But yeah, they're in the basement. They don't even give them a teacher. They give them the janitor, who's a zombie.
Yeah. So they employed a zombie before
Yeah.
they merged the schools.
Yeah.
So there was a
they
zombie
did.
in that campus before.
Right. And then they give them no security, which I'm like, yeah, we should, the zombies, they've earned that. But I just want to note that they're like, just like, don't leave this room, honor system. But it's weird because they also have zombie alarms and bunkers
Yes.
and they use them.
Yes.
And so it's like, I feel like you guys have to commit more to the integration.
Yes.
And I guess that's the point.
Yes.
right?
I guess that's the point. Every security guard's outfit fits differently, and none of them are correct. Like I couldn't help it. I was like, those
Sure.
are not fitted correctly. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
They don't look great. What is the style decade of Seabrook? Can I ask you that question?
So they have the Mighty Shrimp mascot, which is clearly a bit. They are green and pink colored.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It is atrocious. I was like, no, that would never happen. Never. Please continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're cheer centric. It's all about cheer. Their football
Yes.
team doesn't work, so they're a cheer school. They like Bucky has all these trophies. They does satanic prayer to. He does something. He's doing something. They have the pep rally where they have giant it's High School Musical. Remember when when they had like giant banners of him?
Do I remember it? It's seared in my memory, Dave. I'll never not remember it.
It's another school where you're like, okay, all your budget apparently is around cheer.
Around
So
this
is
guy,
what-
it seems to
around
me.
around
Bucky.
this one guy.
Yeah,
It's Bucky's school.
right.
He has his gang. It's the aesthetic of the school is often cramped. Like I noticed that like the classroom scenes feel cramped. The hallway feels cramped. It feels like they were filming in like a .com office or something because it didn't feel like welcoming as a school. I know that's like the aesthetic they're going for though. The only place that felt like a school was the gym.
Can I mention this one detail that thrilled me?
Yeah.
So Addison says maybe they're people like us to Bucky on a staircase they're walking up, and Bucky says, like us, people love me, bro. Like, he
great.
intentionally misinterprets the word so he can talk about himself. And I was like, now finally a hero has emerged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes real effort to be that selfish, and I appreciated it. Anyway,
He's so good.
he's not good when he's not doing cheer stuff. The cheer stuff's when, like, this guy is a star.
Well, they turn him into a villain. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a little boring as a villain, I would say. But yeah,
Yeah.
when he's cheering, I'm all in the whole time. It's very good.
Yeah. Yes. But he does a Reichstag fire.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
does.
throwing that out.
Yes,
there.
he does. Yeah. He's bad. He's really bad. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think they should let him back in the cheer group at the end.
He should be arrested.
Yeah, it was bad.
For attempted murder.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It was really bad what he did.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Okay, great.
Because we're at the basement classes. Zed and Addison meet in the zombie. They have a meet cute in the bunker.
And that was really well done. Can I say that?
Yes, I'm gonna throw this out too.
Yeah.
This is the best chemistry of any couple we've done these about. Look at our options: 50 Shades of Grey, Twilight, High School Musical, Blood Rain. No, this is the best chemistry we've gotten. They are very good.
They are very good. I'm so ashamed to hear what we've done put back to back like that, Dave.
I know.
I wish you hadn't done that, but okay.
My hot
right.
take on this is like this has a lot of problems, but it might be the best thing we've covered.
I kind of
quality wise, like acting, writing.
Yeah, no, not writing. No.
Okay. Okay.
But the acting and some of the actors who are not going to be big stars probably as a whole, like, impressed in this. Like, it was not a dumpster fire. This was like there was real talent being put on display here.
Right.
And it wasn't thrown together at all. It was carefully thought through. Yeah.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Well, again, the performances, like this has more charisma than anything else I think we've done.
I just need to say it again. It's very important to me. No school in the world would agree to Mighty Shrimp, like, as their mascot. When they can choose one, you don't choose Mighty Shrimp. Well,
again, it's the Truman Show. There's something else happening here.
Yes, agreed. Why is everyone meeting for the first time at this school? Why are there so many people meeting for the first time at this school?
Yeah.
Why is that happening?
You mean the zombies and the humans? But it feels like generally everybody.
Yes. In fact, when we meet Bree, who's like Addison's buddy, who she kind of helps out in the cheer squad, they literally don't know each other before this tryout.
So this implies something that doesn't make sense. So when I grew up, I'm just using my personal experience.
That's okay.
My elementary school class had 13 kids. Something like that.
Tiny.
It's small town shit.
Yeah.
And then not all those towns get a high school. We all go to one.
Yeah. You have to
I
go to Boston or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that far, but I assume that's what's happening here. Is they all had little towns growing up, but it doesn't feel like that sort of town. Seabrook is just Seabrook. So it doesn't make sense that there'd be like Seabrook Elementary East, Seabrook Elementary West.
There's no way. If I was a parent and I'm like, I got to matriculate my child's small class to Seabrook High, that I would say yes to that.
Right.
Like, if there's towns outside of Seabrook, you're not going to Seabrook High.
It's hard to imagine there's towns outside of Seabrook.
Completely agree.
It's just really, that's the implication, right? That's the implication of people in high school meeting each other for the first time, is that they didn't go to the same elementary school.
Right.
But this isn't a world that feels like it had that many elementary schools.
Right. Which implies at least Bree had to have moved here.
Yeah.
How could that happen?
Yeah. Seabrook feels like it has a population of 150
Yes.
people.
That's almost exactly the number I thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, maybe she's a survivor. Maybe they keep getting in survivors from the outside.
Yeah.
It's a wasteland. It's got to be a wasteland out there or something.
Okay. Yeah, like it's Fallout and like this person got all the way through the the
or
wasteland.
It's like Twisted Metal where there's like communities, but there's nothing in between.
Okay. Not enough trauma, but maybe so. Like that gives me again more Truman Show vibes, where it's like everybody's putting on a little play for themselves here.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
would say
I can
it's
live with that.
extreme trauma.
Yeah.
The mighty shrimp is a product of trauma.
Yeah, okay.
Like
All right.
that's all I could think of.
Yeah.
because a shrimp, like you said, it's like not lion, not whatever. They're like, no,
Yeah.
we're just shitty shrimp.
Yeah.
we're all just victims.
Even just like a sparrow, just like you
Yeah.
know, it's not majestic or a predator.
It's not- yeah,
but
there's
it's
no
a
hope.
It's a good creature. Like I like that creature.
Yeah,
Nobody's rooting for a shrimp.
is
You know?
Seabrook, and I feel like the other movies will point this out, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we see it in this. And I think the answer is yes. Is Seabrook a coastal town?
There's no indication these people ever go to the beach.
They don't seem like people who've seen water.
No, but shrimp suggests that they at one point were in proximity.
Yeah, we're like a shrimping town, or
Right,
something.
because
and
you wouldn't use
it was
that
baked in.
Iowa. You know what I mean? Like nobody's the fighting shrimp in Iowa or wherever.
Right. It
You know?
must be. I think in the later ones, because I've only seen Zombies 3. I skipped 2.
I can't believe
Well,
you've seen another of these. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there's more. I don't know. Well, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Because I know there's Zombies 2, from what I can tell, there's some woods. It gets a little Twilighty, Zombies 2. And I think what the answer is, the town is whatever they need the town to be
Sure.
in any
Sure.
given
Sure.
scene. Yeah.
I mean, okay, but like
It's Dark City. Like at night, the town changes. Like it's just like it just morphs.
the great thing about the way of living you and I have selected, Dave, is that typically
Yeah.
when artists do this, they accidentally say something that's really great and we find it. You know what I mean? Like that's what normally happens when they do this bad of a job. But like I'm baffled. I don't know how to put all these pieces together.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's real. It's very mysterious. Yes.
It feels like it's all leading to something.
I hope so. I hope
Again,
so.
it's like Pleasantville or Truman Show, where you're like, what is going on
Right.
here? And normally you would have that revealed to you.
Yes.
Like, oh, they're robots, or like, oh, okay, it's this.
This is going to
It's a
be
dystopia.
Yeah, this mighty shrimp thing is like the polar bear in the woods. Like this is
Right.
this is the lost moment where you're like, what's going on with this island? You know
Right.
what I mean?
Like it feels like this whole thing is playing out in a child's brain as they die.
I honestly thought it could be one of these people's dreams. Like it
Yeah.
feels very dreamlike in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
You know, very
So-
disturbing. What was the plan for what zombie school was going to be?
Yeah, I think this goes back to how you're like, who wanted this?
Yeah.
Because they just throw them in the basement. It's like they're trying to meet a new law without
Right.
actually doing
Without
it.
there being a law.
Where they're like,
yes.
yeah, they're like, sit in the basement and this janitor will tell you whatever he knows.
Right.
And I guess the implication is like, you'll never get past janitor. That is as high as you can go in your career as a zombie. So have the janitor tell you how to clean shit.
I can imagine that is maybe what the filmmaker's message was, but we know that isn't true because in Zombieland, a fully functioning economy, people do all kinds of jobs. They have to,
Of course.
right? So like,
It's the racism side,
Right.
It's the zombieism, the implication is there's something really bigger than the town itself that said you have to do this. We have to in the census or whatever. You have to say we are doing this and prove you are doing this. But they didn't want to do it, so they're like, okay, get in the basement and we can check this.
yeah, we
off.
can check this box, right?
Yeah.
I understand that like the broad strokes of it are to meet the narrative need for we did a bad job because we're racist. But like it just creates a bunch of other questions and problems that I'm like, wait a minute, why would you go to this school if you're a zombie?
And I don't think
You know?
these will be answered. These
I know they
questions.
won't. I know. But
I don't
yeah.
think like I need to know who the president is.
Oh, I
and
do too.
What they are thinking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to get that answer.
That's a real disappointment because there's 4 movies, as I'm told, and
Yeah.
also shoot-offs. There's an animated shoot-off, by the way, Dave. I don't know if you're aware of that. There is.
Is there?
Yeah, there is, Dave. Yes.
Jesus
I know,
Christ.
Dave. I know.
So there's violence.
They're very serious about this franchise, and I'm terribly afraid that we'll never get outside of Seabrook. You know?
I don't think we will.
I'm really
I think
scared
we're
about
in it
that.
now. We're never, our lives are in Seabrook now.
I know. Well, that's not great.
So, no. They, so we have tryouts, cheer tryouts, which comes with a built-in audience
Yeah,
as
love
part of
that.
the tryout.
Loved it.
Yeah. A secret audience
Uh-huh.
that they're like, can you pump up an audience?
Yes. Dave, can you identify for me even one reason why anyone is excluded from this cheer team? Why does anyone get excluded from the cheer team?
I don't know.
I don't
Well,
either.
Addison gets in because she's a nepo baby. She nepos in.
Yes, she
and
didn't
then
even
she's
need
like,
to try
can my friend get in? And he's like, sure.
Whatever.
Which makes him kind of nice. Like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, he's kind of nice.
Yeah, he's okay. But he's excluding people, and I'm like, okay, but why though? What did they do wrong in the tryout?
It's a power fantasy, right?
Right.
He has complete control. Bucky does.
He's tearing up numbers, and I'm like, I understand somebody's got to get excluded. Like, I get it. But like,
Right.
do the work of having them fuck up a dance number or something.
Do they?
do
Because
that.
I would argue that later in the pep rally, the cheer group is larger than the audience. Most of the school is cheerleaders.
Yes, the cheer is all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they got teachers that are cheerleaders. Everyone's
Yeah.
cheer. Yeah, I that's what it should have been. Maybe that'll be half of
Yeah.
the sequels.
I mean, maybe. I'm pretty sure there's more cheer in the sequels.
Oh,
There's
I hope
gotta
so.
be.
Yeah, I want this to be Bring It
Oh,
On,
yeah,
but zombies.
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. It's cheer. It's a High School Musical where it's like there's always a basketball game.
Thank God.
I think there's always a cheer thing.
Yeah. I found the dynamics of the cheer team and their cheer routines and their goals all very funny because they're shrouded in mystery. Like just,
Bucky, at certain points, his goals go directly against his goals as a cheerleader. He's like, no, don't cheer for the zombies.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's what we're the
yeah.
cheerleading
What are we
squad.
cheering for then? Nothing if
Yeah.
it's zombies. Then
Yeah.
what?
He's more racist than he is cheery.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheerist. Yes.
Cheerist.
I guess so. I guess that's right.
So we get the musical number of the cheer.
that was good. I like that musical number.
Yeah. She gets in and they're like, okay, time for cheer initiation. Hate crimes.
That's-
That is the cheer initiation.
it's egging
is
a
to
house
do a hate crime.
to
Yes.
put it in some kind of context. It is a hate
Yes.
crime. That's right. But it's egging a house, so it's kind of a high school version of that.
Yes.
You
They're
know.
like, go to the zombie town and throw eggs at the houses.
I'm not
That's our
100% sure
initiation.
what I think the zombies would do if their houses were egged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what
I don't
happens
know.
from that? Nothing.
They just eat some cauliflower brains and they
like rage
and they
quit.
say, yeah, exactly.
Very, very quickly, I know we talked about this very briefly, but the safe house, the safe room thing where they meet, because that happens before the hazing, right?
Yes.
So they meet in the safe room. The way it works is because of the red lighting in that safe room, she can't tell that he's a zombie. He looks like the silhouette of a handsome boy.
Right. They
And
flirt.
and it's done really well. It's just the lighting of it is done really well. The lights turn on. She punches him, right? And then she's
Yeah.
like, "Actually, you're kind of cute." Like the flip on that was the most
Immediate.
staggering flip in a movie full of cheer flips. That one was
Yeah.
incredible
He turns her not racist by just being a hunk.
by being
Because she hits him. She's ready
hits
to
him
hit
hard.
a zombie.
Yeah, right in the jaw.
For being a zombie
Yes.
close to her.
Yep.
She learns at the hazing, at the initiation, she's like, I didn't realize how bad it was. They
Yeah.
do this thing, they do this idea, and it's like, she's a suburban white chick, so it's like, yeah, I guess this is how this happens, where she's just starts slowly going like, oh, wow, I was raised to think all these things. She doesn't know that zombies can't have pets. She learns that in this. She's like, why don't you get a real dog? And they're like, we're not allowed dog. So it's about, I think the core of this is about the idea of someone who is sheltered, who is given a very binary view of the world from her parents, who is now like going to high school. It should be college, right? But whatever.
Yeah.
Going to
Yes.
high school and being like, oh, I didn't realize this other thing was happening.
So, like, that's where I think the more interesting movie is the Dogtooth movie of this, right? Where it's like, what are these kids learning at home?
Right.
Because we don't know anything
Or
about
like
what they're
District
learning at home.
9.
Yeah.
Like we've done versions of this where a person is like, oh, they're monsters. Like it should have started with her being like, we don't go to the zombie. They're all monsters
Right.
there.
She
you treat
believes
them like
this.
Nazis.
Yes, exactly.
And then she accidentally gets trapped in zombie town and realizes, oh, they're nice, you know,
yeah, or
like
at
they're
least
good
they're
people.
human. They
Yeah.
are actually human is the argument, I think, that this movie's
Yeah.
trying to make.
It should have started with the status quo of like, this is the world without the zombies, and then slowly learning what the zombies were. And we meet Zed at the end of the first act, you know, or right when we meet Zed when she meets Zed, basically.
Yeah.
Is when it should have been.
Yes. Dave, what else happens in that safe room?
Do they sing there?
They sing another number there. They sing their sort of like part of your
They
world
sing
song.
later there. Don't
Yes,
they sing later
there? Yes. This is
Okay,
where we
because
the song Someday. Right.
Right, but that's not the first meet.
No, but what else happens in that safe room is a broader question I'm putting to you, Dave.
Oh,
Think about
I
it.
don't remember.
At that no, it's not a quiz. I'm saying at that high school, there is a medically stocked with food
Oh,
room with
you mean
beds.
like it's a fuck room?
Oh, that room is rancid with STIs.
We've talked about this with musicals where the musical numbers tend to symbolize emotional moments.
Yes.
Later, I'm pretty sure there's fingering. Like I'm pretty sure they're dry humping in there at least. That's what's going on. They meet again in the safe room to do what all the kids have been doing in the safe room. Yes. The sexy lighting safe
That room
with beds.
is a hazard, like a hazardous space for any high school. You cannot
Everybody
have that
has-
room there. You can't.
Everybody remembers their high school having those places, right?
Right.
Like our high school had a photography darkroom.
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes, of course.
And this looks no different than that darkroom.
This is the nicest version of that you'll ever see. It's got beds.
Yeah.
Beds and
Yeah.
food. And mood lighting.
It's an orgy
It
room.
is awesome.
It is.
You can't
Yeah.
have that in high school. What are you,
No,
insane?
don't- Yeah, like I think the implication is that when the alarm goes off, they get in, but later they get in without the alarm.
That's correct.
So I get if it was like, okay, when the alarm is sound, we open the safe room. Because that's still not perfectly safe, but you're a high school, you got to be like, we don't want a bunch of kids getting pregnant either.
Right.
So like we have to lock up this fuck room. But the teachers were like, well, we use it too.
But we also
And
use
they're-
it
yeah.
exactly. But like, we don't want to get rid of it. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
That room is such a liability for that high school. Like, yeah, I just couldn't get that out of my brain every time they went
yeah.
there. It was absurd. I just again, I'm commenting. Bonzo, their buddy, knows English, and now
Yes.
I want to know what his goals are. Like, what's he up? What does he care about? What does he want? You know, like I want that from him.
I think he's going to go into politics. Is my
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to twist things around and suddenly be extraordinarily articulate and intelligent and like have
Yeah.
been laying low for years,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Bonzo seems like right now he's like, I'm just having fun,
Yeah.
man. I'm
This
just
is
getting
all
high every
meaningless to
day.
me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so underchallenged here that I'm speaking this obvious gibberish instead of using human language. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I
Like,
love if the reveal is like, yeah, we don't have any
It's not-
languages. Yeah. We've just been having fun.
we've been letting him
just been
do it,
having
and
fun.
he's pretty good with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he saw his parents die at a young age, and he's never quite been the same.
He's been speaking this language. We figure at least he's saying something. So
Yeah,
we're happy
exactly.
with
It's
that.
better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. So we're good with it.
I wrote that Bucky says zombies distract from what's really important, like cheer and us.
Yeah,
and
and
again,
us.
it's
Great
like
line.
cousin fucker.
Yeah.
he
Yes,
grabs
yes.
her hair,
Ooh,
he
yeah.
touches her hair. Yeah,
He hugs her out of a room at one point. Like he literally
Right.
like he's like a disturbed father. You know?
right. I'm not saying they fucked. I'm saying that Bucky wants to fuck his cousin.
Yeah, he lets
Yeah.
go of a lot of stuff, even his own racism, for a pretty long time to have her around.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where he's like, if you cheer one more time for those zombies, I'm kicking you off. And then she does
Right.
it one more time. If you do it again, and it's like, we get it. You love her.
Yeah.
You're in love with her.
It's complicated. We get it, man.
There's a scene where he takes 2 dinner cloches and reveals 2 pom-poms underneath.
Right. In the pep rally, right?
It's like...
Or no, that's the tryouts.
That's during the tryouts. Or I think it's after.
It's just
I think it's after.
it's to say like you got it.
You got it.
You're
Here
in.
are the pom poms, and he reveals them with dinner cloches. And I was just so excited. Like, what is like they designed those to reveal pom poms? Like, I was just
They
very
are
excited about it.
overfunded. The cheer
It's
group
wild.
is overfunded. They're like, yeah, we can afford those. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
like,
and then
fuck
later
it.
on, they have a couple scenes in the high school cafeteria, and I took note of their lunch because of this cloche scene. Like, I was like, what
Well,
do they
the
eat for
zombies
lunch?
get shit on toast.
Yes, they get gravy on toast. But the actual humans get a cupcake, a series of onions on bread, and they get cabbage arranged beautifully in a bowl. Like it's like
Yes.
4 leaves of cabbage. That's their
Their
lunch.
food is, dare I say, less edible than the zombies'
It's
food.
worse. The zombies got fed well at this place. That
Yeah.
toast is much better than anything else they get. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
they got cloches for pom-poms. I couldn't believe
You
it.
kind of imagine like the prop master, just constant arguments of them being like, they're not going to notice, okay? No one's going to
That's
notice.
the only thing they were saying. That was the motto of that movie, of the production
Yeah.
design team. They're not going to notice.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about
It's
it.
not a tragedy like this is a huge mistake. Like I would argue the basketball uniforms are in High School Musical 1. That's a
Yeah.
huge mistake. These aren't a
Yeah.
huge mistake. They're just very funny choices. Like clearly
Yeah.
designed to look interesting.
The
but what they
flower
are.
thing was like, what the fuck is that? Is
What
that
is
an
it?
artichoke?
Is it
like,
pickles? What is that? Yeah.
what is it and
Yeah.
why are we using it?
Is this the
Like-
best thing they have for flowers in their culture?
He uses it to like present it like a flower.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the script they were like, we like this moment, but they're like, what if a lunchroom could be presented like a flower? Guess what? A fucking cupcake
yeah.
could.
Could have.
Like use
Could have. Or the actual flowers
nice
on the table that they have.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I don't know
They're-
why they did that.
Everyone, when you go watch this, and I know you all will, take a
Yeah.
moment and appreciate the food that these people are eating, because they don't
Yes.
they don't eat a coherent human meal anywhere. None of the meals are coherent.
No, the cauliflower brains are
That's
confusing.
insane.
The shit on
What
toast.
is-
They slop shit on their toast, and they're like, "Here's your shit on toast.
and here's
Enjoy."
water. Hold on, let me make it dirty for you. Can I make
Yeah.
this water dirty? I have clean water. It's actually easier for me to give you that, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it dirty, so that it looks bad.
It's very fucking weird.
Yeah.
Addison, I don't know where we're at in the plot, but Addison learns that there's racism, and she starts using her privilege to go anywhere she wants, and starts going.
She does
goes
whatever she
down to-
wants. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes down to the zombie area to be like, "Hi, I just want to apologize for almost doing the hate crime last night." Because Zed covers for her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's almost caught. And it's just like they can't go up there, but you can go down here. All right, fine. And she invites him to the pep rally, right?
Yeah, all that sort of predicates the public affirmation of their relationship, but the way they're both acting is as though there won't be any real harsh consequences to being a couple. Like they're never that scared about that, I would say. They kind of waffle on it a bit, but
This is part of why this movie doesn't do great with civil rights.
Yes.
Where it's like, if this happened historically, there would be violence.
yes, there would be. That's correct. Correct.
And I guess they do and say there. Here's the like Bucky does try to murder a bunch of people. So yeah, I guess they do talk about Bucky getting so worked up about this. Like, I think they are implying that Bucky, who looks at his cousin, wants to fuck his cousin, can't stand that she's into a zombie, so he's going to do something violent to that zombie.
They don't go strong enough on his motives, probably because they don't want to actually imply what you're saying.
They also do One Bad Apple, where it's like, no, it wouldn't just be Bucky doing this.
No, it'd be the whole town.
Or just, yeah, it'd be the whole fucking town.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be easier for them to do it, and it would, they because they don't want to make the movie unpleasant enough to tell the story that it would actually be.
Again, that's what's interesting about a movie I haven't watched in a while that I suspect is not the best at it, but Pleasantville actually goes there.
Yes, it does.
Which was surprising.
Yes.
Where like Pleasantville's like, no. There's riots now. There's race riots. And you're like, Jesus, Pleasantville, I did not think this was the movie you were going to fucking show me.
A much more daring film than this is, for sure. Yeah. I haven't watched it in like 20 years, so I don't want to stand up for it.
Same here. Again, I'm like, I bet it's probably pretty dated, but from my memory, I remember it being presented as like, oh, this fun little premise, and then they're like, we're going to talk about race.
Yeah.
And it's going to get super dark.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, shit. Like where Zombies is the same energy, which is like, oh, we're using zombies to talk about race, like.
Yes.
But they don't go far enough, I guess.
So during this pep rally, two things happened that need to be commented on, in my opinion.
Yes.
The first is, to start the pep rally, Bucky jumps through a sign, a gigantic sign that is
of himself.
That's like Orwellian. Okay, like we're talking like like this man is like the great leader. Okay, he jumps through a sign of himself, does the same pose as the sign, and then the sign falls away, revealing another sign of him.
The same sign.
The same sign.
I also want to note that he burst through very high on the bear.
Yeah, it's a dangerous jump.
And I'm not sure where he jumped from.
Yeah.
The implication is that either he swung through and landed it, or he can jump 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, where's his Z bracelet or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. It's a legitimate question. He's superhuman.
Yeah, he jumps from a disturbingly high point in that sign.
But it is a pretty incredible moment, and I couldn't help but love him for a good 2 minutes. I mean, it was, what a wonderful moment. Okay, so what happens here is that at some point, Zed gets so upset about, I forget what.
No. Bonzo gets upset because they bring out sparklers.
Oh, right, because they're trying to scare him with fire. That's right.
The zombies are there amongst the 20 people watching, and the apparently they keep making up things about zombies that isn't true, but basically zombies are Frankensteins.
Yeah, they're afraid of fire.
Actually, are
right. Yeah,
they're super strong and they're afraid of fire.
Yes,
so they bring out sparklers, which isn't fire, but whatever. And then Bonzo, or whatever the fuck is that his name? Bonzo.
Yeah,
Jesus
Bonzo.
Christ.
Yeah, Bonzo.
He's like, fire bad, and starts freaking out. This implies that there was a mass incineration of zombies in the past. That's the only reason they'd be so scared of this.
Yeah, they don't ground this in the backstory, do they?
Right, and in Zombieland, it's like they're cooking and stuff. They're using fire.
Those eggs are cooked. I noticed that. Yeah.
So it's weird that a sparkler would upset them. They have light bulbs. It's like, I don't know.
They have light gardens.
Yeah. And so he basically is like, he freaks out and runs off. He knocks over Zed, whose watch gets bumped.
Yes.
Which briefly makes him turn into a zombie, which means his veins pop out and turn black in this horrifying way.
Yes.
Bonzo knocks over the people who are catching Addison, who is whipping through the air, just flipping a million times. And she is about to crack her head on the ground and die.
And Zed catches
Zed uses his zombie powers, shoves two football players.
Yeah.
The coach sees that.
A
lot
delighted.
happens in like 30 seconds.
Yes.
I watched it twice.
Yeah.
This scene, I rewound. And then he catches her. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm. We learned some
lot
key
of
things.
Emotions.
Yeah, we learned some key things there that matter for our purposes, Dave. One is the zombie rage does not cloud their mind.
Yes.
Which is to say, they were willingly eating brains. You know what I mean? Like, I just need you to know that. They were willingly doing that.
I have to push back.
Okay.
Because the implication is that it's a spectrum, right? The Z bands, when he starts hacking it and turning it up, he's just doing a little bit.
Yep.
And so the implication, because then later because it's a swipe left, swipe right.
Another metaphor. It was like, why did you pick that? But continue. Yeah.
And if you go one way, you actually become human.
Yes.
And then why don't they all just do that?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Well, if they have that capability, that solves everything. It's just a sudden moment where they're like, oh, I can just be human. And it's like, you can? Just do. It's like Bonzo talking, where you're like, wait, you can just do that.
You're right.
But, all right.
I took a coffee break at that moment, Dave, because I needed to calm down. I was very upset with the movie with that decision. But
if you swipe all the way right, or if the bands are completely destroyed or dismantled, they go so zombie that they forget themselves, I think is the implication.
Okay. I would argue that's never really that clear. But I can accept what you're saying.
Yeah.
These people never commit an actual crime when their zombie bracelets stop working. They just look mad. That's all.
Yeah.
They just look mad. I don't think we have any evidence at all that those bracelets actually stop them from eating brains.
Right.
Which is
they like brains. They like brains.
Correct. They like brains. The bracelets don't stop them from wanting the brains.
They just make them strong enough to get it.
I think that's right. There's some real... I don't know what to make of that, because it ruins the civil rights piece, obviously. But
when Magneto has his powers taken away, it's not like he still doesn't want mutant rights.
Right.
Like, it's that, where it's like taking away the powers doesn't take away the beliefs that led him to this point in his life.
Right.
So, like, that's what we're seeing, is that they're trying to cooperate, and they know it makes humans feel better if they don't have any strength at all. But they seem unwilling to just be human. Because that's their culture.
Strange.
That makes sense. Well, it's their culture, I guess. They're like, this is who we are. We're zombies. We've been zombies for so long that this is our identity and our culture.
So we think they do want to be zombies at this point.
I think so.
Okay.
I think we're splitting the difference. I think they're agreeing. I think there was a truce or an agreement that it's like, we will wear the armbands, and if we don't, it all falls apart. So we're just gonna wear them, not tamper with them, although we super could.
Yeah, easily.
And we're just going to pretend everything's okay.
I need to ask some uncomfortable questions. Dave, I got to do it because I'm doing my due diligence here. All right.
Yeah.
If they want to eat brains, if that's their natural play, like their natural starting spot, okay?
Right.
Can we accept them back into society if that's what they want? If that's what they're working toward? You know what I mean?
I
know that's a terrible question. I just have to ask it.
Well, I guess my question then would be, human brains?
I would need to know that. Yes, we need to know that.
They say the zombies ate the pets, which I can imagine way back in the day maybe that happened.
Or maybe it's a slur.
And so it's like, or it's a slur. But if for example, it's like they eat meat. We eat meat.
Right, we eat meat.
As a society.
That's right.
Well, meat has brains.
Right.
Cows have brains.
That's right.
Can we just take the brains while we're at it? It's just like, if the whole thing is... This is, again, it's why it's a bad civil rights allegory.
100%.
Because I don't think you're wrong where it's like, if they want to eat our brains and they're like, we celebrate our culture of wanting to kill you and eating your brains.
That's a tough one for me, man. That's a tough one.
Listen, this is a struggle that America's going through right now, because there's people who are like, I want my freedom. And it's like, yeah, but your freedom is that you want to destroy other people. You want to fundamentally, you want to kill people. Like Nazis, where it's like if your freedom is to be a Nazi, then no. You don't get that freedom.
That doesn't work in a democratic society. Right.
Right.
Or in any society, but continue.
Right. And this is the problem with trying to compare the zombies to the underdog, to the struggling group who wants their civil rights. where it's like, yeah, but zombies are dangerous.
Right.
There's other movies that tackle this, like Land of the Dead tackles this really well. Which is that Land of the Dead never confronts this idea of coexistence. They simply present the idea that the zombies are getting smarter and growing and having their culture, and that maybe they still have a soul. Maybe there's something there. They never try to bridge the divide, but they imply that sticky, complicated idea of like, they're not mindless robots.
They're not subhuman in the same way they were
exactly
in every other piece of art.
Yeah, where it's like, and then you get, and that you can go from there to go like, well, maybe there is a coexistence that could exist here, and maybe that could grow. Like you could say that this movie is like 100 years after Land of the Dead.
Sure.
George Romero's Land of the Dead.
Sure.
You could imply that, but it does still seem like, again, like you have to kind of take away the civil rights allegory from this, and just go like, what is the logistics of this situation? Okay, the zombies are people. They have souls. They have hopes and dreams. They do want to eat people's brains,
right?
And they have to curb that. We
need True Blood, right? We need a True Blood, but for brains.
Yeah,
right.
If that's the case, then I do think like there is a pathway there to coexistence, to integration, but we have to recognize that fact, and go like, all right, the zombies need to not eat brains. They need to willingly do that to have this peace.
I'm with you on all of this. I think if I was a zombie, I would say the trade-off has to be we don't have to wear these bracelets.
Yes.
You know, like the bracelets are very clearly about taking away an advantage they have.
There should be a plot point in this where they're in this series.
Yeah.
And I don't know of any where they get the right to not wear their bracelets.
Right.
Because otherwise this is a medical issue. This isn't this isn't a culture. This is just these people have a fucking lime soda disease, and we need to scientifically work towards
eradicating it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or giving him medication or whatever.
So now that's the thing. Is this a metaphor for mental health?
I think it's a much better metaphor for that, honestly.
Yeah,
not a good one, but
like,
better.
Not a good one, but then it's like, okay, so the bracelets represent medications.
Yes.
Where it's like people do need that. There are people who, not many, mind you, it's like, I think it's the stereotype that people with like schizophrenia are violent. But there are some people who do have problems, mental health issues that causes them to be violent, and they need to take medications and they need to take therapy for those things. Again, not a lot of people. So, but it is like, okay, I guess you could throw that into this soup. But ultimately what we're getting at is that you simply can't talk about any of this through the lens of the Zombies movie.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You just can't. There's a very cynical part of me that was like, that thought it'd be very funny to end this movie, or to just pick a key moment, and like we cut to we're in an asylum, and like all of this has been a play.
Yes,
like because it really felt like it could be. Like
it could be.
It really it had all the things that would have connected to that. Anyway,
what it comes down to is I fundamentally believe that there is no large group of people who are inherently violent.
No.
And like that's what it comes down to, where it's like the zombies are inherently violent,
right?
And that is a problem.
Yes, they're biologically. If we're to accept that the bracelets tamper their biology,
yeah.
Or I guess even if we're accepting the idea that the bracelets alter their mental chemistry, they're still biologically driven to do this. Right? Yeah, it's a huge problem. We had to talk about it at some point.
It's like if in our, like the only equivalent I can think of is like if bears suddenly started talking and we were like, oh, okay, so they're smart. And they're like, yeah, really want to eat you too. And it's like, okay,
but
so we have to
still
work
have a
this
problem.
out. Yeah, we got to work this out. But there's nothing like zombies in our world.
And the bear's like, we want to go to school with you, but like we are going to sell little human-shaped treats that we eat. We're going to do that. You know, I hope you don't
we
mind.
love it. We love
we love
eating
these
you.
treats. When we don't eat you, we're unhappy about what we're eating.
Right, and we're like, okay, muzzles
But we
then.
like to go
and
to
they're
school.
like,
No.
they're like, I can't play football without the muzzle, though. I'll play football way better with the muzzle.
Before we get out of this scene that happens in the cafeteria, because essentially in the cafeteria is a moment where Addison and Zed have kind of are they going to hang out and talk together? You know, like, are we going to do this in public?
We're not still at the cafeteria, are we? Oh
We
my
are.
God.
I just
All right,
need
go
to
on.
mention one thing about it. She's having a conversation with Bree, her friend, right? Here
Right.
are some sentences Bree is saying. Oxygen is overrated and so is dirt. That is a thing
Yep.
she said. If you listen to the words that Bree is saying before Addison
Wait,
gets distracted.
who the fuck is Bree?
Bree is her friend that she helped get on the cheer squad.
Bree.
Bree.
Okay, yeah. She's going to have a romantic relationship, I think, with Bonzo.
I hope so. That's
Yeah.
what I want to happen. Yeah.
She's probably my next favorite character.
She's fun,
She seems
yeah.
like, yeah.
She's fun, underexplored.
Oh,
but
and the
fun.
hacker. I like the hacker.
Yeah, I didn't
The
like,
one who's like, zombie revolution.
I liked that beginning point. I just didn't like the way that they beated her character out
Right.
narratively. What Bree's saying is very alarming. I just need you all to hear it. It's like, what is it? Like, everyone stop, get this woman help. She's got a problem. It's not okay. That's all I
Yeah.
needed. I just needed that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get eventually to that Zed is going to play football for this team, right? And we have like a
Yes.
sort of a dark bargain where the principal's like, fine, I'll let you be a full-fledged member of the school if you win football games.
Yeah. And then at first, he doesn't do the thing.
At first,
He
he's
doesn't
bad,
use
right.
the arm. Yeah, and the coach is great. Again, his coaching series, like he's doing the map, the football map. That's what it's called,
He's
right?
so
and he's
so
like, just move
angry
up.
with them.
Just move up there.
Everything
Let's
good
let's
happens
lose better.
above the line. It's
Yeah.
like you don't go backwards, you go forward.
and then
He
he's
was
like,
killing
"Go
it.
team."
Yeah, go team.
Yeah.
That, by the way, you need to know this, Dave. Halftime is very short. Halftime for a
Okay.
football team is very short. So it bothered me that they had this whole meeting, and then Zed goes and has a different conversation during halftime
yes.
with his friend Eliza, who then hacks his bracelet. And I'm like, how long is the fucking halftime at this?
Yeah, that took.
That's an hour
I
and a
thought
half.
Those were two different games. It was like, oh my God, that's like a day later. They took
Yeah. No, they freeze time in this all the time. Yeah,
right.
all the time.
So he hacks the old Z band, which is what I call jacking it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He says he needs a Zom boost.
I was thrilled by that, Dave.
Yep. And then he just starts tearing into people.
Yeah, just ripping them
And
apart.
the crowd to new metal.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd loves it.
Sure.
And no one says, I think maybe he just did that really illegal thing
Yeah.
that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. No one understands how Z bracelets work, when they're not working, and what they do.
I have to issue a correction. They lose to new metal. He tears people in half to pop punk. Sorry.
Thank you. That would be important for us to get this right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one understands the technology except for Eliza, I guess. Right?
Right. You'd think they'd at least go, oh, is he taking steroids? Like,
Yeah.
it is like he just suddenly at the halfway point, his veins turn black and he starts annihilating people.
Yeah, did they
just
shoot him up with
clotheslining
meth?
them into the ground?
Like, what
Yeah.
happened here? You know? Yeah. It's a natural question that anyone would ask, particularly a mayor and her husband who don't attend any of these games either.
Yeah.
Right? They really
Yeah.
want their daughter to be in cheer, but they never show up to any games or see the obvious flirting between a human and zombie.
Right. They do not love their daughter.
No, they do not.
No.
No. Huge problem.
Yeah, they don't know anything about her relationship. We get a mini Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. They throw that in there
Yeah, they
as
do.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is so everybody loves Zombie now. They win one football game. Also, I want to note Zed loves it when he hacks when he turns partially zombie.
He's having a great
it-
time.
It feels good.
Feels good.
You
yeah.
can tell.
Yeah, he likes it. Not clear why it bothers his wrist for the rest of this movie either.
Not clear.
Like, is the bracelet
Not
punishing
clear.
him for breaking in? You know, like,
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, you do.
How do the bracelets work?
Of course.
Is it electromagnetic?
Yeah.
Is it injecting into them?
That's what I
are the
thought.
bracelets doing?
I thought the bracelets were like shock collars. You know what I mean? Like you'd put on a dog.
I guess.
You know?
I is it just making it so it hurts to become a zombie? Is it?
I guess.
It feels like it's doing something to their blood.
They say it sends soothing like sound waves or something. He says that up top. And it was like such a foreign concept that my mind rejected it. My mind couldn't have that. I was like, no, I'm not going to learn that.
Right.
So that's what they claim. I don't know. So it's like,
right.
it's it sounds.
Yeah. Zombies are now popular, but Bucky isn't having it. And he says, Addison, cheerleading or me, or cheerleading or zombies. And she goes, cheerleading.
Yes.
Instantly.
No reason for that.
And she runs away from Zed and then leaves him secret notes that she still loves him or likes him or whatever.
Just my question is, isn't the movie over at this point? Like isn't the conflict basically over at the midpoint of this?
More or less, but then it gets thorny, right?
I guess.
It's like, yes, but I agree that so the town to me is the equivalent of a Simpsons mob town where they change on a dime.
Yes, they do.
And that's what we like. The town is like, zombies, yeah! And spoilers later, they're going to go, no, zombies,
No, not zombies.
bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
They will turn on a dime.
They'll cheer for anything.
And so, like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And so right now, he won a football game. He literally says, if I don't win, zombies will never be accepted at one point. That's where she says, I know how it feels, and points to her white hair, her streak. But he's basically, they literally are just like, we love zombies now, just don't lose a single fucking football game. That's the deal now.
Yeah.
We will accept, we'll start dressing like zombies. We will integrate, we will have lunch with you. We will start romantic relationships. But if you lose a single fucking football game,
we will turn
guess
back.
what? Yeah.
It's also not clear to me on a power struggle level who's got more people.
No, not unclear.
You know,
Unclear.
Because that's
Yeah.
that's another piece of this equation. That's like, so if the towns go to war, who wins?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the zombie town is like a borough of the town. Like, it's,
Okay.
the implication is that they still have to go. That it's the laws of the mayor, right? Like,
That's what it sounds
which-
like.
yeah,
Yeah, and we only see 2 adult zombies.
yeah.
So-
and there's a curfew for zombies, so it's
Yeah,
like
that's
they
right.
clearly wouldn't have their own. Like, it's implied that humans can go into zombie town, but only like cops do. You know what I mean? Like, it's that.
Yeah, she
it's
doesn't
like-
get legally punished for it. Like
Right.
it's not a crime that she goes into Zombie Town.
Right. And she goes in because Zed is like, you want to break every rule in the book, which again, I'm like, I don't think this is a rule, but whatever. She goes and sees their culture.
Yeah,
And it's awesome.
It's so good. It's the best thing in the movie. Also, I don't know why she does want to break all these rules because 2 seconds before she didn't. You know what I mean? It's like we're not doing the thing where there's social pressure on her to break the rules again. Like it's just she's like the town. She kind of spins around at any old
yes.
stimulus.
Again, she's like, she's pretending for Bucky, but everybody seems to know, like, oh no, they're still together. It's fine.
Right. So only Bucky cares. Again, this is why I feel like it's a Bucky Truman show. Because he's the only one that really cares. Nobody else really cares. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Nobody cares.
His little toadies kind of care.
They're just whipping up conflict for Bucky.
Yeah. That's
seems
right.
like.
So, you know, maybe he should just ask out his cousin and see if we can get past that taboo.
Yeah. Here's another factor.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So the Zombie Club rocks. It's like a Daft Punk show. It's like a it feels like an art installation.
It's great.
And then there's the curfew, and they all get pushed out.
Yeah.
And there's this implication that it's all underground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of the other things that I would argue that unfortunately advances civil rights is capitalism.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's making money off of this?
Good
Are they
question.
selling drinks? Like, it's that feeling of like, the zombies seem to have, like you said, an economy. And so it's like there's got to be powerful people in the zombie community. And like you'd think that would be an interest of the town in general as well.
Right.
Is to cater to the zombies.
Like, this needs a The Wire season 2. Where,
Yeah.
like, it's like, let's expand the scope of who we're exploring in this relationship. Let's go to the docks. You know,
Yes, let's go to the
Let's go
Let's
find
talk
out.
about
Yeah.
Let's follow the teachers.
Yes.
Let's follow the Congress people,
Yes.
the politicians. Like,
Yes, that's more interesting. Ultimately, I know we're not going to do that, but yeah,
at the club, when she says "Don't say brains," it's offensive.
Yeah.
They also mention that they have 23 different words for brains.
They do.
In zombie.
It's a lot.
And to me, I go, so do you still want to eat our brains?
That's the first question you have to ask.
Yeah.
Everything's
Am
pointing
I in
at
danger? Yeah. She keeps. I
think we cracked it with that bear metaphor, Dave. I really think the bear one's helping us out.
Yeah.
Listen,
If bears were like, we have 23 different words for your leg bones,
for your delicious
we'd be like,
insides.
why? Yeah.
because it's delicious. Don't ask us to deny the truth.
Yeah,
you are
exactly.
delicious.
We want to coexist, but have you tried you before?
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Here, I got a little stowed away. I know it's counterband, but give it a shot. Anyway, yes.
Like to flip the metaphor, it's like if we learned that delicious hamburgers. Well, actually, no, because the animal rights would point out that that is actually correct. If candy was alive, and we were like, okay, we're not going to eat you, but we really want to.
But you're really delicious. Yeah.
And we have so many varieties of you.
So many words for you. The zombie light garden is another concept that was like sort of just dropped on us here. That it just had all this like interesting sophistication. It's not so funny as much as it is like, so you cultivate light. What does that mean about your society and like how your eyes work and stuff?
Yeah.
You know, I like that was actually kind of a good idea that I was like, where would that go? Anyway, leaving it there. Zed does the pet routine with his little sister in front of her.
This is where he does it. And it was like,
and I was like,
she's like, you know what? I'm fine with you being a zombie.
Yeah.
Not good with that.
This is not going to give your relationship a zom boost, bro. Like, that's not going to play out.
Or the worst version is they're making out and she goes, do the dog.
Do the
thing."
dog.
Yeah. And you realize that she's into it.
Well, and also, I don't think either of them have seen a dog until the end of this movie because, like, he's not very good at it. Like, I just need that to be clear.
He's bad at it.
Not very good at it. They dance in the Zombieland dance sequence. They dance on their alphabet. They have little blocks of zombie alphabet, and they're dancing on them. And the evolution of their language is fairly extraordinary. Like, another unappreciated thing going on here is they have this alphabet and a language and like iconography about it, you know, and it's kind of unexplored. Anyway,
you know, this is one of the other things where like the other kids start adapting zombie stuff.
Yes.
Do they not have a single goth? Like, it's just like
that's
this
what
would
we
be
want.
already happening.
Yes.
They would love this culture.
Yes.
It's zombies.
Yes, that's correct. There'd be a lot of proliferation there. Then Addison gets escorted home by Gus, the security guard, who he is given a name, Gus, the security guard.
Gus. It's just trying to get by.
Gus doesn't really want to make a problem, just wants Addison to get home safe.
Yep.
And then Gus is witness to and is part of the parenting discipline process.
Yes, he is brought into the house.
They won't let him go. They won't let him stop it.
Yeah, and they're like, Gus, what do you think? How should we handle this?
And they're like, I'm trying to get out of here. No.
Gus, go take a shower. I'll see you in bed, and we'll talk about
It's important that we have a unified front. It's important, Gus. We have to have a unified front. It was pretty great. I just laughed very hard because I didn't know what the bit was supposed to be. You know,
the bit I think is supposed to be that Gus.
It's awkward.
He wants to get out of there. He doesn't care, and they're bringing him into it. But it's just
he just
and basically she's like, I was out with a boyfriend. She doesn't mention that he's a zombie. We get Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, where he swipes way left though.
Yeah. There's one line that she says that's like getting them ready for having to deal with the fact that she can't cheer anymore until she introduces the boyfriend, and he's obviously not going to get introduced to him because he's a zombie. And she says this line to him: "You haven't done anything wrong besides being you." That's the line. Now, I know that it was supposed to be like that means nothing was done wrong. But edit the draft, because now what you've done is you've affirmed the wrong thing.
The wrongness.
It was incredible.
Here's what I'll say about Addison is whether or not they realize it, she is perfectly the like young sheltered white lady discovering.
Yes, 100%.
When she's like pointing to her hair and being like, I know what you mean. You can tell that Zed is like swallowing something, you know? Like, oh yeah, I'm
Just
kind
the
of weird
rage.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell like her as like a clueless, like trying to understand, like she's in good faith.
Yes.
But it's constantly shit like that where you're just like, and that I think that's the point of the hacker. What's her name? Is like she is a realist.
Yeah,
She's like
closer to that. Yes.
yeah, she's like this girl is coming in here and using us for tourism, romanticizing us, but not really changing anything. And she keeps saying we need a zombie revolution. And I understand her stance.
Sure.
If I was a zombie, I'd be like, I get it. Like she's like, they're never gonna accept us. They might tokenize us, they might like fetishize us, they might they'll accept us on their terms. They don't have a revolution. We'll get into what they have.
Very little. It's what not much.
Not
ultimately.
much.
So
because they're not equipped to answer these questions.
no,
but
they can raise them. They can't answer them. So Zed humanifies. I didn't fully understand the bracelet could just do that. I thought it was like it was.
And
I was
she
confused.
tells him, she's like, "Don't do that. It has consequences." I'm not sure what the consequences were.
Right.
It was like he became like a blip. Like they could hack him later, but it was like you could already hack him
Because they have his computer.
Know.
Yeah,
Right.
Her
They
computer.
have her computer.
Yeah.
So they tell her they tempt her with VR, steal her laptop, which she doesn't notice, and I'm like, she is a nerd.
Yeah, she
will
notices
notice
all
immediately.
this. Yeah, exactly.
And then they're like, I can't access it. They're a firewall, and I'm just like, just say it's password protected. I don't know why you have to.
Why did you
whatever.
throw words you don't understand in there?
Yeah.
What does it mean that there's only vanilla ice cream? I don't mean the metaphor. I mean, what does it mean about society that they go to an ice cream parlor and they only have vanilla? What does that mean?
It means it was run by me because I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Okay.
I'm actually like really basic with my ice cream choices.
Yes.
Where I'll go to these places that they're like, we have this, we have Earl Grey, we have all that, and I'll try it every now and then, but I always end up back on like good vanilla.
Okay.
So I assume it's just run by some freak who's like, he's his own problem.
Yeah.
He's his
Yeah.
own zombies
Yeah.
movies happening with him in vanilla.
He's
where
like
yeah.
Werther's original guy. He's like, I made one candy and it's that. And
Yeah.
like that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I imagine it's like really good vanilla, like where it's like you go to like a place that sells like maple syrup, and they're like, we have tons of types of maple syrup,
And you're like,
we make
okay.
that. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I think this place is like, I make vanilla ice cream, and I know that's weird, but my vanilla varieties are very nuanced and very good.
I could believe it.
Yeah.
I think one of the greatest trolls you could do in this society is ask for lime flavored anything.
Oh,
Just
shit!
could I have some lime flavored ice cream?
They'd be like, get out,
Get the
get
fuck
out before I call the police. Yeah.
That is a great thing that I hope
It's
they bring
joking
back.
about 9/11. Yeah.
Can I have a lime ice cream? Oh.
I hope they go back and explore what happened.
Yeah, I need to
because
know.
I do not accept the explanation.
No way.
That is a different movie.
Like I
You know,
want to
it's
see
like-
them go to like a fucking a place they sell beers where they're obviously a lime should be in there. Like it's Coronas. They're buying Coronas and it's like, can I have a lime? And just,
and they just stare
melt
at him.
down.
Yeah,
Anyway, just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah. It's worth bringing up.
Yeah, thank you.
So he enjoys it, and then she's like, "This isn't right," and he brings up what I'd argue is a good point. He goes, "You wear a wig.
Yeah.
Why don't I get to do that?"
Yeah, this is my
Then
wig.
That's where I wrote like, "Oh right." Why don't the zombies just wear wigs and paint their faces a little if they wanted to? I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying that the difference between zombies and non-zombies is so slight that any zombie could be doing this at any point if they wanted to.
I would argue it's basically diet. Right? Diet is the only thing that separates them.
She says about her white hair, she's like, it can't be dyed. And again, it's the writers just being like,
I'm sorry, I mean, the zombie diet, like what they eat, is literally the only thing that
the only difference.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, obviously they can't dye hair is like, what do you mean? Like anything can be dyed, man. Get out of here.
But they don't say the zombies can't dye their hair, but it's like, okay, let's pretend that.
Yeah.
We still have a character who solved this problem.
Right, exactly.
And so it's like, again, I'm not saying that a zombie shouldn't be proud of who they are, but if a zombie did need to do this, say like, I want to mingle in the non-zombie world, I feel like this could have been done way easier. Like Zed is like, what am I going to do? It's like, wear a wig, Zed. Wear a wig.
Yeah.
Like she does.
Yeah.
But instead he uses his Z bracelet and fucking compromises himself or whatever.
Yeah,
I guess.
shocks his body or whatever that is implied.
Yeah.
When do they have the moment where they get separated and there's like a big argument between the two groups? Does that happen here? Because that's my next note, and I
think it's the Reichstag fire.
Okay, yeah. So I'm skipping ahead. That's a little further.
I think there's a cheerleading mutiny.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
We're back at the football game. There's everybody is now there's signs that say green hair don't care. Like it's like everybody is now pro zombie rights. And this is a good reminder. I mean, I think the point is this of like, it's to the hacker girl's point of like, you fuck up once, suddenly it's all over, the deal's broken. Because that basically is what happens, is that Bucky does a Reichstag fire. I keep saying it, but it's basically he incites violence. He frames a group for violence in order to justify massive sweeps against a group of people and purges within his own ranks.
Yes, that's what he does.
Exactly what the Reichstag fire was.
They also say the word purge, by the way, in the movie. They say he's purging the cheer squad, which is like, that's a big word to use in a Disney movie, but okay.
So they hack not just Zed. I don't know why Zed swiping far left was a problem, because they can hack anybody. They hacked Zed and they hacked two of her zombies.
Bonzo and Eliza.
And Eliza.
Like just the ones we know. None of the ones we don't know.
And they turn on people, and it could end in bloodshed, but it doesn't. They zap them.
They don't actually attack a single person.
Yeah, they just sort of lurch.
They just look angry.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody freaks out.
Yeah, everybody freaks out.
And so once they figure out it's Bucky, it's attempted mass murder. That's it. That's what it is. He tried to get his entire school killed.
Yeah. That's correct.
Yeah. They turn on the zombies, and things are getting bad, and this is where Addison, I believe, makes her bold, brave stance.
Which is probably the funniest moment in the movie. I just want to note real quick that we find out Zed's dad's last name is Necrodopoulos. And I just
that's offensive.
That was
Shouldn't that be offensive?
That should be a slur, right? I can't. Yeah. What are we doing? That word.
They're like, don't say brains, but my last name is Necrodopoulos.
No, it isn't. You changed that immediately.
This implies, because how are last names formed? It's trades, right?
Of course.
Like Smith was a blacksmith,
or
etc.
associations, like a historical event or something. Yeah,
right. So the Necrodopoulos family, I assume, has just been a long bloodline of zombies.
Yeah.
That chose to be called that.
Yeah, assembled in a polis, like they or whatever.
I assume like a town that people were like, that's we're going to call that Necrodopoulos. Yeah, I have to assume they were part of a cluster of zombies that then became part of this larger
this
town.
man is maybe the mayor in his government-issued jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So can we talk about the end of the football game?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what happens is he can't use his power anymore to cheat at this game, right?
Yeah.
So he has to, like, they're down by 3 points or something. They have 3 seconds left. Okay. Yeah. And he's like, I'm going to do this myself. This play he's running as a fullback, incidentally, is like a 60-yard run. It's impossible. Okay, like Marshawn Lynch couldn't have done this. All right, so like he does it. Here's what makes me mad about it, Dave. Watch the footage again. His knee is down before he hits the end zone. Like it's like it's like they didn't do the football right on a level of like no, he didn't get in. Like he lost. If you know anything about football.
I mean, I can see a moment where on set someone goes, "Okay, everybody stop. Does anybody know anything about football?"
Just nobody
and
knew
like a grip,
anything.
or like a single grip is like, "Yeah, I do." And they're like, "Okay, get up here, man. Get up here."
What are we running here? What do we call this? It's a basic dive. Okay, you're gonna have to simplify it. He runs forward. Okay, that sounds all right. The football's not terrible and it's not cartoonish the way it is in most movies, but like he didn't get over the end zone line. Like he was down, and it's like, this is easy to fix. If I'm a director, I'm like, no, you got to get all the way over here.
Yeah,
you got to get here.
It's like if someone shoots a basket and they miss, right?
Like, no, and you didn't get it.
And then the crowd cheers, and you're like, okay, well, let's do the take again because he didn't do the thing that you need to do.
They didn't fix it.
Fix it.
It's really funny to me, and I really liked it.
No, I mean, putting in that perspective, something I can understand is like, there's a goal, they missed the goal, and everybody cheers.
It's like, we did it, you won.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. So
it plays into why it's Truman Show, where they're like,
like we're back to base. We got to fix it.
Yeah. It's like if like a boxer is paid to take a dive, and it's like, oh, the didn't connect, but I got to dive anyway. I got to pretend like it worked.
Yeah.
It's the whole
very
town
funny.
is like, the whole town is like, he didn't do it, but we have to pretend he did.
You kind of got it. Yeah. It's also funny to me that they decided, they being the filmmakers, we need a montage of all the times the zombies have been treated bad.
Right, we get the song that's just, here's what the movie just was. She does a song, that's what it is. After they get zapped, she has her song, I Have to Be Brave and shit. And it is flashbacks to the point that the flashbacks start getting to like minutes before.
Seconds before.
The song.
Which I would have appreciated if they did that. You know what I mean? Like, then they have a montage of her remembering.
Upon her.
Yeah, that's really good. I would have loved that. I would have been very excited.
Yeah.
So she makes her bold stance, like, we need to stand up, which is what the song's about. We need to stand up. So she whips her wig off.
This feels like third act. This felt like the climax.
Yes,
it felt like, she's going to solve it.
That's what I thought, too. Yeah.
Whips off her hair, says, "Hey, everybody, look at my hair," to the entire audience.
Yes.
And how do they react at him?
They boo her roundly, and it's very funny.
They boo. They all go, boo!
Yeah, boo!
At the teenage girl who's like, we're all different. I have white hair, beautiful white hair. And they all go, fuck!
That's,
that.
Yeah, it's very... Honestly, it was like a perfectly rendered Simpsons joke. It was like exactly how it played. It was so funny. It was really great. I would have appreciated if they also arrested her. Like, arrest her with them and put her in the paddy wagon. You know what I mean?
It is the funniest fucking thing in this whole movie because you spend the whole movie going, you have
turn it around.
white hair.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine. And then you learn that you are wrong. No, it's not fine. It's the funniest thing they could have done.
It's so good. It's so good.
Get the beautiful white hair. Yeah.
There's like one guy who's kind of like that jackass from Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
The guy who says jackass. Yeah, like they have him.
I wish I was like the best featured extra. I want his job.
Yeah.
He shows up a few times where he's like, fuck you. Boo,
boo,
boo. And they keep cutting to him because he's the best booer.
It's so good. It's really funny.
I laughed. I cried, laughed. It was like, I can't believe they're booing her. That is so fucking funny.
And I gotta say, I think that might have been intentional. Like, sometimes they nail jokes in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, like that one felt pretty good.
That's like a meta joke, though.
Yeah.
It's like they knew that throughout we're all probably watching and going like, you're fine. Your hair's fine.
What are you talking about? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that joke is elevated beyond that, and the coach are in comedies that are funnier than this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coach was great. I wish I had written down his lines because I was like, man, he killed several of those lines. This is like
almost a parody.
Yes.
Of a film.
Yes. So anyway, we get Zed and the zombies are put back in Zombie Town, and he, again, addressing camera, is like, well, we just spent an afternoon in zombie containment. not the best. And it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What happens in zombie containment, Dave?
I
They hose them
check
down.
their butts.
What I mean, yeah. What
They
do
check
they do?
their butts for brains.
Yeah. Well,
Any brains in your
you
butts?
got brains in your butts. Yeah. Felt like that was a scene we got cheated out of.
Yeah. And this is where we get the dark third act, where they're like, "We tried civil rights.
Let's blow this up.
Let's have a race war, folks." And they're like, "Let's do it. Let's fucking revolution."
In fact, when Addison shows up to help them, actually,
She's radicalized.
She kind of says, like, no, I think Eliza's right.
Yeah,
I think we
she's
do
like,
need to
I'm
do
on-
this.
I have white hair. I'm now a zombie race war. Like, she's just like, I'm less. Let's fucking. They do a cute thing where her and zombie hacker Eliza are kind of at odds throughout.
Yes.
And then she basically like sides with her and is like, no, she was right this whole time. Kill Whitey. Like that's where
basically.
she's at.
Yeah. And Eliza's like, I knew you would. Wait a minute, you're agreeing with me?
Yeah.
Because she's funny too. I think that actress was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the weird part is they're gonna sabotage this cheer routine, and then what happens is because Bucky is essentially whittled the cheer squad down with his purge, they're just not able to do a cheer at the cheer competition. They're just bad at it now.
They're making really important statements.
Yes, they are.
Which is that fascism tends to be ineffective because the fascists do this.
They tear
have
themselves
only
apart.
loyalists.
Yes.
Yeah, they put loyalists in positions. I'm sure we're all familiar with stuff around this where, say, if you put like a podcaster in front of the FBI, they're not doing a job anymore. And so like we get that. We get this idea that I do think is correct, which is that Bucky is trying to escalate this violence, and Eliza isn't wrong, but they say we can't keep this spiral of violence going, and so they need another solution. They're like, we need to solve this without simply just attacking them back.
Right.
Is the idea. The problem is that Bucky needs to be unseated.
Yeah.
Bucky needs to be put in jail.
Yeah, he does. Yes, it's a problem.
They need to say, Bucky tried to kill you all and incite this race war. You need to put him in jail now. He is like, there are people who simply need to be punished. That's how you get healing. And they refuse to do that in this movie, obviously. So they decide to use the power of cheer.
Yeah, and that's when the movie starts to get really ham-fisted about explaining themes. Like, they start having lines of dialogue that are basically thesis statements on how to solve racism,
We're not going to change the world through sabotage, I wrote, is one of the quotes.
There's a bunch of them, all in a row, that it's like, oh, so we're just stating theses now, and I didn't like that. Part of the way they actually do overcome is that Zoe, the youngest sister, unplugs the entire cheer routine with one plug. She yanks a plug out of an outlet, which shuts down the entire presentation, right? And then goes up and just cheers, and it's so winsome that everyone joins her. Yeah. Right?
Well, okay, the little girl comes out first.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, Zoe.
Yes. She gets on the stage and she's like, I'm a cheerleader too. And they boo her.
Yeah, they boo
They go, boo! Get off the stage, zombie! That hero, heckler.
Yes,
they cut to him.
Yeah, he's doing it.
They hate this little girl.
Yeah, it's really bad.
She's a beautiful fucking white haircut. They're like, fuck that.
Yes.
But they say she's changing things from cheering. It's Grinch rules. It's, the Grinch was bad. We're all going to come together and celebrate, and the Grinch is going to see that and join in, is what they go with. Yeah. Because basically they show Bucky, look how happy and good we are together. Don't you want to be a part of this? Ends up being the message.
And I guess I would have appreciated it better if they had just said, you can either join in or you can go to jail. That's the compromise.
Because the most they do is they say you can either join in or we can keep fighting.
Right.
And so it's like, we'll throw down, we'll take off these bracelets. Do you really want this? And it really should be, we're going to tell people what you did, just fucking join us. You're going to have to. they solve his racism, basically. The zombie girl says, I look up to you. I want to be a great cheerleader like you. You should lead this cheerleading team. They basically flatter him out of being anti-zombie.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was a problem. Like for their themes, I thought that was a problem.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Anyway, we said
writers
that,
had a moment where they're like, oh no, we really wrote ourselves into a corner.
this is a huge issue because now it's not going to be very Disney to solve this.
Exactly.
You know?
Like they're dealing with issues that you can't solve in a Disney movie.
No, not
You
with a dance
simply
routine.
can't.
You know?
Yeah.
So they yada yada that essentially so that we can have more movies.
Yeah. The funniest fucking thing happens. They do their dance.
Great.
The championship, by the way, has like hosts. It's huge. It's the biggest event ever.
Yeah.
They do the dance. They solve racism. And then it does a cut. And the narration goes, well, we didn't win the championship. And I was like, why?
I loved it. Who won?
Them.
Yeah, who won? I
Yeah.
want to see them. Where's
What
their movie?
routine
Yeah.
beat the one that solved the anti-zombie
Yeah. Completely legitimate question.
racism? Yeah, why? It's your own movie. You wrote the movie. It's your own fantasy. Just make them win. Why wouldn't they just win?
You thought them winning was not believable? You thought that was the
Yeah.
believability crisis for this film?
They
'Cause
watch the dance number and they're like, it's not good enough. We should make it
we
so they
can't
don't
do
win.
that. Nobody will respect the narrative integrity of the film if we do that.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, we're way past that.
They unite humans and zombies for the first time and do a spectacular number. And the fucking, they see the judges and they say it's like cheer-tastic. They're into it.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, I guess, they were like, but that other group had like fireworks and like
And
a
it was
robot.
way better. Yeah, yeah. The aliens
Yeah.
showed up for the first time there, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
We just didn't see him. The announcers hug at the end, and it was like,
It's so good they hug.
yeah, it's so good that they hug, and it was also like, what do they do the next day after that hug? Like that was a, kind of
fuck.
an epic.
They fuck all day.
Okay, that's one direction, and that makes sense, right? But the other direction, because she's been very snide to him, is like that. Now it's very weird that we had that long hug. Like it was too much.
Yeah.
They were too excited about the moment.
They're in the moment. It's like
Yeah.
getting drunk at an office party.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
it's like, oops.
Yeah, that's a funny moment. Is the meeting afterward? Anyway,
Right. And then
that's it.
basically the movie's like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we
won.
Credits over the dancing.
I can't believe they didn't win, though. That is
It's so funny.
the most unhinged detail
It's so
where it's like, that's another one where I rewound. I was like, surely I heard that wrong.
They must have won. That's how movies work. Why would they?
It's a
why wouldn't
weird
they do that?
thing. This isn't fucking Rocky. Like, you don't have to do, like, just make them win.
Like you don't have
What
to.
the
You don't have to keep
fuck?
hyping up Apollo Creed here. Like
Yeah.
they can win. You have green haired zombies. We didn't even talk about it, but that's what.
Yeah.
It's not. It wasn't as narratively absurd as High School Musical. It was a
No, High
it
School
was a
Musical
worse
was a
story.
fever dream.
Yeah, it was a worse story because it was too many things. They're like, what? But like, it was like coherent and it wasn't completely thrown together.
Right.
It's
just that the metaphor puts you down a path of darkness that the light at the end of that darkness is realizing that they did a bad job.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
ultimately where it's like where you're like trying to explore the questions they're asking and then you realize, wait, they did a bad job.
Yeah.
Like they started from a bad place. They didn't
This is not an idea that could work for anything other than this. For a
Yeah.
small, for an age group that's very young and isn't yet ready to do any critical thinking.
Right. You can
just
see
can't.
the pitch. What
Yeah.
if we use zombies to talk about civil rights? And they go, okay, proved. No one's thinking about it that hard. And then they write the script and they're like, well, we're already starting to film this, so you better finish the script. And they're like, okay, we hit a bunch of problems.
Yeah.
Our problem is that the movie fundamentally doesn't work. And they're like, doesn't matter.
They're like, fix
All
it,
right.
but fix it.
Yeah.
But fix that.
Their thesis was wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't know who actually watches it. I would be interested to like read a demographic printout of like how many views and who, like
Right.
age brackets. That would be interesting.
All 40-year-old podcasters.
Oh yeah, if we're the only
Yeah.
ones that have ever watched it, they've just made 4 of
Yeah.
them, and like it's like one day.
Yeah, we
When
watched
they
it. They're like, we
used
got a hit. We got a hit.
Call Addison. We're making a fifth one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to rate?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask if we want to rate the songs.
I don't know if I could remember them all, but if you have a list.
I wrote them down.
Okay.
The tryouts are today's song.
Okay.
This is going to be my year.
Yep.
The cheer tryout song.
Yeah.
Where we were made for this or we're
made for
fired
this.
up.
Yeah.
Zombie bunker song. This could be ordinary. Basically, our love could be normal someday.
That one. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Welcome to Zombieland.
Best one.
The
Number one. Top
best
of the list.
one. Yes. They do a second. We're gonna be someday.
Yeah,
They're
a
like
reprise.
light bulb. Yeah. I'm gonna show you my hair. The song. That's the I'm gonna stand strong.
I cared less for that one. I thought.
Yeah. We were made for this cheer song, and then the end credits. Welcome to Zombieland.
There's kind of 4 songs because there's a bunch of reprises.
Yeah.
There's kind of 4 or 5 songs.
Obviously, no contest that Welcome to Zombieland is, I'd say, the best song and the best routine.
No doubt.
They're weird little zombies bounce, I guess. They're doing Blue Man Group shit.
Yeah, it's
They're
great.
doing
It's really good. Yeah.
I honestly, it's like everything else is tied for me at the bottom.
The cheer tryouts were a standout, and every musical has to have a part of your world or like a I can show you the world, like that kind of song. And I thought Someday was at least functional in that.
Yeah, the idea
pretty good.
And it's a good idea of someday our love will be normalized.
Yeah.
Someday
this
just could be ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sweet. I was okay with it. So the first song didn't do much for me.
That should have been Welcome to Zombieland. It should have been Welcome to Zombieland. Look how awesome it is. But they did today this is going to be my time, which is a very musical.
It's a very Disney thing. Here we go. It's me o'clock.
This is my hopes and dreams.
Right, exactly.
It's that. Yeah.
Yes. I think, and maybe this is because I'm 100 years old, I feel like the way they've processed the audio on the songs makes it feel less intimate. Like I'm less intimate with the characters when they sing.
This is also old where I think the styles of music that are more modern, I don't like autocorrect shit. I don't
That's what I'm talking about. Audio processing. It only was a problem for the
autocorrect, but you know what I mean, auto-tune.
Yes. It was only a problem for the love song one. Because that's the one where it was they're too detached from the characters now. It
works. Yeah, it worked for Zombieland. I think
it was great.
Other ones
the
it
other
didn't.
ones, yeah, but not for that one.
The zombies rap often, which it's fucking Ross from Friends rapping, but whatever.
Yes.
I just the first rap they start fighting in their rap, debating about zombie rights, and it's guys, wait for the song to be over. It's fine. Don't handle that here. But yeah, the rapping was fine. Fine is the right word for it. Again, for most of it, the singing choreography wasn't bad. It
was professional.
Zombieland just made me suddenly go well, where was this the whole time?
Yeah.
Every song should have been this.
I feel like that song is probably was a core part of the pitch, the idea. It's we could do this, and do a really cool job. Somebody at my school made a zombie musical when I was there. This is 2010 or 11, in that, and I was wondering if that person had worked on this. They did not.
Did they?
They did not. No, I checked into it because I was man, how did they? That's crazy that this got made after that. But yeah,
this person is very much in the Disney machine. He made episodes of High School Musical, the series.
Sure. Well, of course.
He also there's a zombies TV show too that he worked
I don't
on.
know what to tell you, Dave.
I don't want to tell you the name because the name's kind of a spoiler. I think it's all cartoon.
Yeah.
I think they set up the cartoon and all of this. So, but this is firmly, and yeah, he directed Zombies for Dawn of the Vampires 2025. This just came out, by the way, the 4th.
Dawn of the Vampires is a lot more drama to a title for this than I would think.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have an important question. Does this get better? Does the series get better? Or does it
Having
get worse?
watched Zombie 4?
3. You watched 3, right?
3. I'm going to say it stays the same.
Okay, it's the same. Because
Zombies 3 is a little... It's again these situations where they're trying to talk about civil rights or like human rights with groups that are like aliens invading us. And they go around certain ideas that are interesting, like colonizing.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, colonizers. And you get these little pieces of these moments where you go, oh, that's neat. They could do that. But the problem is the metaphor is always like, it never adds up and they don't want to do anything bold with it. So but it is the same story every time. Here's a new group of people. We don't like those people. We like those people.
You'd
right?
think for a town with such profound trauma and then such profound evolution that they wouldn't regress so obviously in like a couple years' time, right? It's not
Yeah. From what I remember, the kids are kind of more accepting over time and the adults are still set in their way. But you'd think once the time fucking vampires show up, they probably would go like, great, sure. Yeah, kill us all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sick of this, you know?
Yeah.
There's more lore. Like I said, with her hair, like
Great.
there's things to be
Great.
learned about
The way the world works.
Yeah, there's it becomes Twilighty, where it's like it becomes like, oh, there's this intricate plot, none of which explains anything we want. But it's sort of like, you know, they know they have to do more than just, oh, we don't like these people now, we love them. But it's still all kind of framed around that, and it's framed around what if we cheered? What if we did cheer? It's a pattern of not only does a new group come, but they're immediately added into the school too.
Great.
Like they don't do the work that this movie did where they're like, it's been years and decades and we're finally doing this. So they do, I guess they do make that adjustment where as a society, when werewolves show up or whatever, they're like, great, come into the school. We'll figure out the rest after. But there's always still the clashes and stuff.
So I think this series has the potential to go further off the rails than anything we've watched so far.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I do. I still believe this could be our Twilight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
well,
this
Twilight
could be
was
the
our
one.
Twilight.
I know,
yeah.
but this could still
We're
do
on
better.
that search. Yeah,
It
if
could
there
do
was
better.
if there was a thesis for this entire series we've been doing,
Yeah.
it's that we saw Twilight and we're like, more.
Could there be? Could we do it again?
Yeah.
Could we do it better?
Could there be anything more batshit and more amazing than Twilight? And I think that has the most potential. You're right.
So far. Now, all of the things we've seen have been funny in their own way.
Yeah.
Like High School Musical, upon reflection, was funny because of how little effort was made into making it stand as like a narrative experience. You know, like that was very funny.
Yeah.
Blood Rain, I cherish the least out of these so far because it was just like not a lot of fun.
It wasn't a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You're right.
Not a lot
and
of
it was
fun.
like it was I don't know. Yeah, it didn't have like the romantic elements. It didn't
Not
it was
enough
like,
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a counterpoint, nothing has ever topped the mousetrap with the children.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
That was a high. That high was high.
That was so high.
Yeah.
So like I kind of hope somehow, you know, like they might do the equivalent in these movies of that. Like I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I
Dave.
think the part that I'm like High School Musical, there was like a Lynchian quality to the scenes.
Yeah.
Scene by scene,
Yeah.
there were things that didn't make
They
sense.
were weird, yeah.
This one, it's like they can make a movie.
Yeah.
They understand that a school class isn't 2 minutes long. You can't have someone go to class and then the class end 2 minutes later and then they all go like, oh, time for the next. You just can't do that.
That's another thing that I had forgotten. And like,
Yeah.
what a thrill that is. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen here either. But there's
But
always the chance the
this-
sequels get bad. That's always
Yeah.
possible, you know?
Yeah, like in quality. But this
Yeah.
is like, okay, the craftsmanship is of a quality. And for me, I'm like waiting for those beautiful narrative fucking just gut punches.
swi-
Like, here's my hair, and everybody boos. That's the shit that I'm like, that's delicious.
That's what I needed. I needed it really bad. I wish they'd arrested her. That really would have been.
They should have.
That would have been a very big high. You know?
That would have been amazing.
Just-
They're just like, in with the zombie. She has to live in Zombie Town now.
Man, I would have been so excited about that. Yeah. So we're still hopeful about this project. We still have some. hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think having watched 2 of these, which goes against my rules usually with this, but Zombies 3 made me go like, yeah, okay, there's enough gas in the tank here where it's like it's just gonna keep being weird, and like there's weird shit about that.
So she's not gonna be human, right? Like is that what we're doing, a True Blood where she's like a fairy or something, or like? Right.
I'm not going to tell you shit.
But I know I'm right. I know I'm right
that
about this, Dave. I know
she seems to have weird lore in the next one and the one after. And so like I know a little more than you, and I don't want to reveal it.
Okay.
But there's some stuff in Zombies 2 that I'm like Zombies 3 introduces like a new thing that was in Zombies 2. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Where did that come from? So and it's connected to her as well. There's like a series. It starts like they start asking the question, why is all this happening?
Thank God. That's what I want. That's the question I'm asking.
So far, they never seem to explain why the zombies happened. And I need them to do that.
Yeah. Well,
like we need to know why.
Not in a believable
We need to know. Yeah, but we need to know like what, because it's like, surely why do werewolves show up, and why do aliens, why do vampires, and like they're not explaining it enough for it to still be logical or to make sense or to explain it all or tie it all together. But there's connecting stuff more in the later ones because they realize like we should probably connect.
We have to do the sequel thing, which is do some world building.
Right, and they knew making this. They're like, her white hair, obviously she's going to be something.
There's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell you, the thing that's really throwing me off about what I know about this is aliens. Aliens throws me off, Dave, because everything else is of a kind, right? It's like there's a world where, sure, zombies, yes. Aliens are not the same thing. Not
They're
the
science
same
fiction.
Family, yes.
Yeah.
Like
different genre.
Aliens undermine my understanding of what these zombies are, or my understanding of what a vampire would be, right?
Aliens felt like what they do for Zombies 10 when they've run out of the things. Where they're like, okay, we need to do witches. We need to do mummies. We need to do like fucking ghosts. Like we need to do all the Halloween costumes until we do aliens.
I am witches. I am desperately hopeful that one of these sequels, they get so tired of what they've done that they go out of Seabrook.
Yeah.
I want that to happen so bad. I know they won't, but I want that to happen really bad.
Right. By the way, can you guess what makes the werewolves werewolves and what makes the aliens aliens?
Can you clarify that question for me?
Why
are they werewolves?
Why are they different? What makes them different than
from
everybody
each other?
else?
Oh, okay. What makes a werewolf
each other
different?
What would make them different
from everyone else?
Yeah,
it's got to be hair. Has to be hair.
It's hair.
Everything's hair.
It's all hair.
Everything's hair in this movie. This franchise.
It's all hair. It's just different colored hair. That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be that lazy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's only the hair throughout. That's the visual distinction between the aliens have weird hair.
I just realized, so the werewolves are going to be just like them, but purple hair or something stupid.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Dave. That's awful. What have you done?
I think the vampires might be purple hair.
What have you done?
I know.
That's terrible. No, I was like, okay, so the zombies are kind of a low lift, and maybe they were trying to save money. But, they'll do real werewolves or like aliens that are not humanoid aliens. Oh, no. No.
Yes.
No. I don't like it.
Yes.
Oh, God, she's just going to be one of those races. That's what's gonna happen. One of those races is gonna be silver haired.
She has white hair. So
That's what's gonna happen. I hate it. Oh man. Damn it. There's gonna be. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
All right.
We have a rich mythology ahead of us, Adam.
The lime explosion that justified. So before they built this out and made a whole hair thing, right? The lime explosion that justified what a zombie is.
Yeah.
The implication is whatever's in that lime soda, whatever's in it, right, is so tarnishing to all of humankind that it stains them in the genetic code.
It was Lockheed Martin lime soda is the brand.
It stains their fucking their helixes, man.
This was like it's a CIA like experiment gone wrong, right? Like they put something,
or it didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the two.
One of the two. It's a fake story, or the CIA did this on purpose.
So another key ingredient, like, so to make Zombieland seem, or Zombie Town seem attractive or fun, they kept using like bikes, like bicycle parts, as like grading or whatever. Does anyone have any motorized transportation of any kind in this world?
Well, in the zombie apocalypse, the first thing to go is cars, usually traffic, gas dries up.
Yeah.
You have to rely on bikes. They probably built a culture. They honestly, the best thing about this world is probably really nice walkable areas.
So the first dance number is in a cul-de-sac, right? It's all these, and like you could argue that's where everybody lives, is on one cul-de-sac. Like one very small neighborhood, right? So like it's possible these people don't have any transportation at all other than walking.
Yeah.
Like I just find
that. And they built their society to accommodate that. Because I'm like, if we got rid of cars, I mean, there's problems for long-term travel, and like, you know, you want to have cars sometimes, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But their community felt very clean. There's probably the apocalypse probably meant not much, you know, industrial progress, not much like power consumption.
Yeah.
The animals reclaimed a lot.
This is like a Horizon Zero Dawn situation, maybe even, you know, like, where it's like totally different species have populated. So like,
we've recalibrated with nature.
Right. So that's where aliens once again become extremely important, because to be an alien on this planet, if we're going to accept this as an alternate timeline Earth, that the technology involved in that makes them so vastly superior to whatever exists in Seabrook, right? Like this is no longer an equality conversation. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that.
It isn't with the aliens, but it's there's a colonizer aspect that was interesting, which is what you're saying is like, what if a group showed up that could blast us from orbit,
right?
And they're like, kind of like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, we also cheer. We also like cheer.
Yeah, and it's like, spoilers. Yeah.
Hey, you know who we really? You know what I'd love? One of these monster races is like that Bucky guy. He knows what's up. Like they just love him. You know what I mean? That would be funny to me.
That would be great.
Yeah, like that's what we never did with Sharpay in High School Musical. It was a big mistake. That's what I need is a Bucky loving race.
Yeah, I mean, Bucky is tough because it's like he has a long way to go for redemption. Sharpay, the whole thing with her was like there was no reason for her to be the villain.
She's just mischievous and selfish.
Yeah, but like it was just the high school jock basically like pushing in on her area of the school and being like, I do this too. And like everybody was like, fuck Sharpay. And like, she was rough around the edges, but like by the end you're like, I need her to have a fucking win. Whereas
and she doesn't get that win.
Whereas
really.
Bucky, I'm like, it's gonna be a long road for Bucky into redemption.
He's gonna
try to start a race war.
He's gonna have to break through a lot of signs for you to forgive him.
Exactly.
A lot of signs. You know?
It's a betrayal.
Let's hope he does. Let's hope he breaks through a couple I'm sorry signs.
Yeah.
You know? Let's hope.
Oh, fuck.
Are we still doing this?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we've successfully healed the country.
Oh, good.
And Adam, why don't you tell people where they can find you at the very end of this? You should have at the beginning, but whatever.
Oof. All right. Well, you can find me on the Small Beans Network, where I make mini podcasts, including the One Upsmanship podcast and Frame Rate I guest on from time to time, and Maggie May Fish, and I have 2 podcasts, one on the Small Beans Network and then one on her YouTube channel called Lynchpins, about the films of David Lynch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any news yet about the doc. It's out in theaters in Florida sporadically, so if you're in Florida and you're like, I'd like to see Sanibel, the documentary about the seashelling industry,
Look it up.
You can find it. It will get mass release. I just don't know when, so I can't say more about it. But you can find news about it and stuff online if you're interested. It is a feature documentary. And that's really all I've got right now, Dave.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
Yeah, I don't use social media anymore, so I don't plug it.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Yeah.
I'm barely on there. It's really only just to talk about zombies, you know.
There is a lot to talk about. This podcast can't contain all that you have to say about zombies.
No, we're going to put out essays. It's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
This is the network now. Yeah.
Zomboys, the network.
The network. Get ready for it.
Oof.
And that's all.
Oh, yeah. We have the one that we actually
Marvelin'.
do.
We have to bring that back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we will. We will. I just figure let's do this first.
Oh, no. Yeah,
And,
sure. No pressure. I was just...
But we'll be Marvelin'. That's where we perfectly retell the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so you don't have to go back and watch them.
It's
we do
also
it for you.
technically the only podcast you and I officially make.
Yeah.
We only...
Oh yeah. No one say anything about this one.
Please don't. We're not...
Hush, hush.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear your opinions about it. No, please. Nothing.
Nothing.
But go watch Marvelin' or listen to Marvelin' whenever that comes back.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we never had this conversation.
Ho, ho, ho.